bench is a part of the urban culture. Every hood has a bench. If you want to find out what's going on, the current events, your daily news and your news, that you go to that bench. Every hood has one.
Bench talk, listen to that bench talk. It's that bench talk. I like that bench talk. I'm feeling like Curry when he had the three.
We got another one. What's up, world? You are now tuned in to Bench Talk 718. We'd like to welcome you. We got so much to talk about today. You're going to get a lot of emotions during this show. This episode is about to get crazy. But we got to start things off the way we always start them off. We want to give a shout out to S-Street Media. S-Street Media, thank you for giving us the platform to do what we do. We'd like to shout out Young Nation, Melita Twin. We love you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the apparel that you blessed us with. Apparel coming soon. Stay tuned, y'all. We'd like to thank you for joining with us. We know it's been a little while, it's been a long time. This is the second episode, but oh man, where do we start? I mean, I think it's kind of obvious, right, fellas? I think it's kind of obvious. We're going to start. I mean, I thought... This. Okay, all right.
Let me take this off. What up, Bench Talk family? It's your boy Mo Bama here. Y'all already see Billy goated up, masked up with my brother Var, with my boy Ty. Family here, Bench Talk 718, episode 2. Follow us, Bench Talk _718. Follow our YouTube, Bench Talk 718. But yeah, y'all see the Lobos here. It's halfway done. We've been sipping. It's been a celebration. So we're going to start off our first quarter with the obvious news. Basketball world. King James, LeBron James, came to all-time leading scorer Tuesday night, 38,388 points, you know. Let's clap it up for LeBron, y'all. Come on, a round of applause. Let's clap it up.
LeBron, he got it. All right.
Listen, man, LeBron, want to shout you out. Lobos, we want to shout you out. If y'all want to send us a case, you know, we sipping over here. And I just want everybody to appreciate greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time. Listen, I'm talking. I got the floor, man. It's not the liquor talking. It's me talking. I'm going to look at both cameras. Like I said, LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time.
So you're telling me he's the best basketball player to ever put a pair of shoes on to step on the court?
Shoes, sneakers, flip-flops, whatever you want to call it. He's the best.
Jesus walks.
Yeah.
So let me just keep it a buck. Tell me why, and let's get it on. I just want to debate. I just want to know why you feel LeBron is the greatest ever.
I got you. So, when you ask who's the greatest basketball player of all time, everybody got their own criteria. Everybody want to chime in. So, you got people calling everybody knows LeBron, he just bring waves. You heard it. So, like I said, everybody want to chime in. There's no set criteria on who's the best. But for me, I like longevity. I love stats. I love accolades. And also, another underrated thing with LeBron is that the pressure that was put on him. People get to come into the NBA, and then they can advance to what they become. So
LL is your favorite rapper?
No, LL Cool J is not my favorite rapper.
Longevity, stats, I'm just saying, comparing it to.
No, but that's just, if you would let me finish, I can go more in depth.
My bad.
Yeah, so when you look at the numbers, so a lot of times when you
Shout out to L, no disrespect to LL.
Nah, it's definitely no disrespect to L.
Make sure you follow us, Bench Talk _718, all right? Because you're going to get all this good stuff. This is what it's about. It's the culture. It's about the game. We want to let Mo continue to tell his side of the story on why LeBron's the greatest.
So LeBron breaking the record Tuesday night, it didn't solidify it, but it just put things into perspective. You got a guy who's quote-unquote lived in a fishbowl since he's 15 years old. You build people up to break them down, give them unbelievable expectations, and all he did was exceed them. I mean, so that's for me. That's one of my main reasons. So they said that he came in the game as the chosen one, King James. What'd he do? Come in the NBA, 18 years old, rookie of the year. Put franchise on his back. Lead him to the finals in his 4th year. He's 21 years old. When you're 21 years old, you're graduating college. You don't got life figured out. He's leading grown men to the NBA finals. Did he win? No, he didn't win. A lot of people don't win in the NBA finals. But he got his team there. So, he leaves. Everybody is measured to the stat of championships. So it's like, why did LeBron leave? If you're going to judge me by this, I'm going to put myself in a position to win championships. People are taken for granted. They took his greatness for granted. He moved on to Miami. He won 2 out of 4 there. Flipped the sip, went back to Cleveland, where he started at, won again there. LeBron moves to the...
Who they beat?
Who? Cleveland?
Yeah.
The Golden State Warriors came back from 3-1 deficit against the unanimous MVP in the 73-9 team, but that's neither here nor there. That's just one of his like many accolades or whatever. So,
Wait, how'd they beat? No, they came back from 3-1.
They was down 3-1. They won 2 games on the road. Game 5 and Game 7. LeBron had 41 points. Then he had another 41-point triple double.
Any help on the way?
Oh yeah. What's the jersey he got on? Kyrie Irving.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Yeah, Kyrie. Shout out to Kyrie Irving too. But back to LeBron.
Quarter 2, coming Kyrie. Let's go.
This is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I'm always up for open debate. But my thing is, when we talk about LeBron, like, let's just give LeBron his flowers. LeBron James broke the record Tuesday night. I got people turning into mathematicians. I got talks about LeBron. I got talks about Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, this person, that person. There's no disrespect and no shade to nobody. If you think they're the best ever, cool. But Michael Jordan if he played for this amount of years and averaged this amount of points in his PR, shut up, all right? Nobody want to hear that. He didn't play that many years. LeBron did, and that's a testament to him. No disrespect to Mike, that's just a testament to LeBron. So you don't have to discredit one person to big up another person is my beef. So you could like Michael Jordan, you could like Kobe Bryant, you could like LeBron James. You could not like any of them, but you don't have to diss this person to big up the other person. That's all I'm saying. This is LeBron week, LeBron day, LeBron hour, whatever you want to call it. Give that man his flowers, Just stop hating. That's it.
I appreciate greatness, but you got to take the good with the bad, right? So when it comes to LeBron, there's a lot of biased fans. They don't remember the bad things. Everybody has bad things. The same thing with the Jordan, but it's not about Jordan. We can talk about that another time. It's all about LeBron. This is LeBron's segment because he broke the record.
Absolutely,
right?
yes, he did.
We saw Goat James here earlier, had the sheep mask on, Goat mask. It's all good. But my whole thing with LeBron is I was excited when he broke the record because I'm one of those guys that like to watch. I love basketball in general. So I was able to see when Ray Allen broke Reggie Miller's record in my lifetime. I was able to see Steph Curry break Reggie's record, and now LeBron, a record that was considered to never be broken. I see him break Kareem's. I mean, that's history. Like we have to give him his flowers for that. That right there, we got to give him his flowers. All right, we're not gonna get crazy. And like I said, I am not a LeBron hater, but the fact that the Lakers lost, no one will ever talk about that. You would think that last shot that he hit to break the record in the third quarter was the game winner. They compared it to Michael Jordan, the shot, but we got to give him his flowers. I'm staying with you on this one. Let him enjoy himself. Let him enjoy his moment. Like you said, this is LeBron's time.
I don't know, Mo. I'm getting a pass on the first one, but this is like low key, man. Like
the first throwing subs, bro. Feeling a lot of hostility from my left hand side, from my bench talk mate or whatever. But that's why we here, debate to be great or whatever.
Ty, you about to get subbed out for a second to go to the bench. Listen, you throwing Braun hating Braun weak, son. There's no hating on Braun.
I'm not hating. I said give him his flowers.
So
he deserved it.
But it shouldn't be any buts after that. Son.
I don't want to be it. I don't want to be that guy.
Honestly, when we saw it happen, did they talk about the Lakers losing, really? No.
That wasn't the case that night. We tuned in to watch LeBron break the record. When Aaron Judge broke the home run record, did the Yankees win?
They won that game.
Do you care? Does the average fan care?
Did the average fan care?
When Kareem broke the record, did they win the game?
I wasn't alive yet. I'm sorry.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, LeBron is held to a different standard. And my thing is, let's hold everybody to the same standard. Okay. So if that's the case, Larry Bird called Michael Jordan God in basketball shoes in 1986 when he scored 63 points.
Right.
Did the Bulls win?
They did not.
They lost that game. So are we just Xing out Michael Jordan's 63 points?
No.
Does that negate the fact that he was the best player on the court?
That's to me or the top.
No, I'm just asking both of y'all. Whoever want to chime in and answer.
Oh, so was that a subtle shot? You said that to me. Is that the oop? That's what you was doing. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Let's hold Let's hold all our superstars. Let's hold everybody to the same standard. Don't say,
those boys is crazy.
He lost this night. I mean, everybody loses. Nobody wins every game or whatever. But you can watch a basketball game and know who's the best basketball player on the court, or you can acknowledge a person for what they did on the court that night or whatever. If you looking at minute stuff or whatever, like if you looking for a reason to be upset, then I gotta look at you from the side because. We was there to celebrate LeBron that night. We saw the countdown ticker. He broke the record. I mean, of course I would like them to win, but because they didn't win doesn't negate the fact that he's the all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
So if I can chime in, I will say I thought that was one of the records that would never be broken. And the fact that LeBron, who many view as or got ridiculed for not being a go-to guy or doesn't produce under pressure, is the all-time leading NBA scorer who's not known as a scorer. He passed Kobe Bryant. He passed Kareem. He passed Mike. He passed guys who are known as bona fide killers and scorers. So we take the little things for granted. He's played how many years?
20. This is
20. What have you done for 20 years consistently at a high level? Anybody, raise your hand. Anybody in the room, what have you done for 20 years at a high level? What have you been the best at, or arguably the best at, for 20 years at a high level? I don't care if it's Skelly. I don't care if it's Mario Brothers. I don't care what it's like to do something for 20 years at the highest peak. It's hard. So, like, people say, oh, he stayed in shape for 20 years. He's 38. He's running past guys who are 19, 20, 21.
Guys, he could be their father.
He's played against how many father-son combos?
I want to say
quite a
it's
few.
like it's 8 or 9. I got to double check, but something like that.
So I just want to put this out here. I love Braun. I love Braun because
I love you, Braun. Both cameras, I love you. Not like that, but like not like that. Keep that in there. I'm comfortable with who I am. All right. I love you too. I love you, man.
All right. So I will put this out there. Braun exceeded expectations. He's done it on a high level. He's produced when people said he wouldn't. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. He's going to be the first player with 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. I don't feel stats dictate who you are as a player, but I feel like we'll be fools to not look at what he's done. He's a creative player. He changed the game. I love him because he's one of one. He's not like anybody else. He created his own mold. No shots at Kobe. Rest in peace to the God.
R.I.P. Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I truly think that when it comes to LeBron, all jokes aside, got to give him his flowers, give him respect. 20 years in the game, always in the top 5 discussion in the league. So always up for MVP.
He's on your Mount Rushmore?
Oh, definitely. I got to put LeBron up there. To do something like that for 20 years, when you really think about it, I don't know the exact numbers, so don't quote me, but he must be averaging about 26, 27 points throughout his career. Like that's
27.1, but who's counting?
Okay, well, I was right there on it,
He was close, cool.
That's a LeBron guy, so, but 27 points is 27 points. I don't care how old you are. It's hard for people to average 27 at 20, so at 20 years of age. So it doesn't really matter. The debates, all that's just barbershop talk, and it's fun, but you got to respect a person that do something like that. When it's said and done, when he does retire, I do believe he'll be well over 40,000 points. And I also think that when you think of LeBron to play, we don't know if he's going to his 23rd, 24th season. I mean, how many years he's going to play in total. But I do say this. Today's NBA, with all the rest, the low management, I really don't think anybody's getting that record. As much as the scoring is, increased in the league, because, a final score could be 140 to 120 in the regulation. That's not even overtime. But these guys are not going to last that long playing 25 years if LeBron plays 25. And whatever number he's at, because I think Vince Carter, which is my guy. Shout out to Vince Carter.
Shout out to Vince. Class of 95. Let's get it.
That's my guy. Vince Carter.
Class of 95.
I think Vince Carter played 22 or 23. 22 or 23 years in the league. I think LeBron's going to beat that record as well. So when it's all said and done, I don't think anybody touching that scoring record.
I wanna ask you guys a question because I pulled something up. I'm not a big stat guy.
Shoot.
But I saw this term, and I just want to read it for a second. Let me know what your guys' feelings, thoughts, and expectations are of this. A Braun-sexual. Anybody who was a huge fan of LeBron James or dick-riding LeBron James. They became fans of any team LeBron James plays for. These type of individuals thinks LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. End quote. Just want to know what you think about Braun-sexuals. Is it a real thing? Does it exist? Because later on in the you'll see I'm wearing a Kyrie jersey. I ride with Kyrie, so I don't know. I don't want to. We'll get there, but is this a real thing? Are there Braun-sexuals?
So, Todd, do you want to answer first, or you want me to answer that first?
I don't know what to say to that. I mean, he is the first player that in my lifetime that I know, whatever team is on, everybody follows him. So when he first came out, I really believed that there was LeBron fans and they really rocked with Cleveland. Like everything was Cleveland. When he went to Miami, I couldn't call one Cleveland fan. There was no Cleveland fans out there. Nobody. They said, that's the effect that LeBron has, right? Because they said when he left, businesses went down. People was losing their restaurants, bars. Like he was away. It was like a tornado hit the city. But I don't know. I'm more of the team. I'm about the team, and I'm not gonna talk about my team right now because I'm gonna have my segment. So get ready. Get ready.
Question back at you, Ty. How do you feel about those Cleveland fans who burnt jerseys when LeBron made the decision, but then when they came back and beat the Golden State Warriors, one of the best teams ever, arguably, they cheered for Cleveland's first championship? Would those be considered bronze sexuals, or what would you categorize those people as?
I think you could say those are the real Cleveland Cavalier fans.
Die hard.
Those are diehard. They accepted him back, but when he left, they didn't follow him to Miami. And I think we saw that because he was, that first game back, his first game with Miami back in Cleveland, you saw who was, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know many from our city, because our city is a lot of LeBron fans. But I know for a fact, watching that game, I said, oh my gosh, they still got Cleveland fans out there. I said, I didn't know that.
That's a fact.
Okay, so it's my turn. So to answer your question, is the bronze sexual thing a real thing? Yes, absolutely. So as an unapologetic LeBron James fan, I want to feel like there's a extreme spectrum, there's a low spectrum, and there's the middle. I want to say I fall in the middle. So bronze sexuals are people who are like very obnoxious. They think he does no wrong. They're not objective. And I'm the type of person that I don't even like that those type of people like LeBron, because it makes people who like me, who I feel like can have a regular conversation and be objective, it makes us look crazy where you just categorize one person under it. So
respect.
So to give an example, not to take it to racism, so to be like, oh, all black people are gangsters or something like that. No, we're not. So like all Braun fans are stupid. No, we're not. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I feel I fall in that middle ground. Now to say like the people, like Cleveland is a city that's just known for losing. If you follow sports, Indians suck, the Browns suck.
Not the Indians.
The Cavs, the Guardians, excuse me. The Cavs
We're
suck.
PC at
right.
Bench Talk.
So excuse me, no disrespect.
We do apologize.
So for them winning one championship, like people that they could cherish that moment for the rest of their lives. So yes, they were upset when LeBron left. I don't agree with how he left, but the reason why he left, I can't be mad at him. But for him to come back and spin the block and come back and win a championship in the fashion that they won their championship, he's going to be revered there forever. And he's from Ohio. He's from Akron, the kid from Akron.
Oh, I'm sorry. One time for Mo. Thank you,
so,
Mo. Thank you, Mo,
LeBron
for being
James
real. Because what do you call him again?
Bronze sexuals.
Bronze sexuals were okay with the way he left. You know, it was almost like the Kyrie effect with Boston. You thought
Who?
Kyrie?
Who?
Oh, you know.
First quarter, please. Let's take this.
Yeah. We spoke enough. LeBron, your flowers. Love you over here. Bench Talk. Love you everywhere. Do your thing. So
I just want to add on that first quarter, Bron. I know that people talk about it, but you make an impact on and off the court. To be in the spotlight for 20 plus years, and to be a black man and not have any scandals or anything spoken about you in a negative connotation, I just want to give you your flowers for that. Starting the school for inner city youth, starting being a social activist, standing up for black rights, standing up for all people's rights. I know they say that athletes shouldn't be social activists, but I feel like sometimes when you have that spotlight and you have the power to affect people, and you have the microphone, we have to take advantage of it. So I feel like he didn't suffer in silence. He used his voice to talk about social issues, to talk about effects, to talk about what's going on from a social aspect. And I give you all the flowers and the respect for that. Appreciate it, bro.
Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to you. Thank you, LeBron. Congratulations on breaking the record. And thank you for the Lobos. The Lobos.
Shout out to Lobos.
Shout out to Lobos. Cheers.
Cheers. 38,388.
Cheers. Bench talk.
We had some big fish move during the trade deadline. We had Kevin Durant going to Phoenix. And we got Kyrie Irving going to the Dallas Mavericks. As you can clearly see, LeVar got on his Brooklyn Nets Kyrie jersey. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, there's so much things you can say about Kyrie. So what is your thoughts on the trade, and what is your thoughts on the Brooklyn Nets as a whole?
So, loaded question. I wish Kyrie stayed in Brooklyn. I would love for Kyrie to, like, when I go past the Barclays Center, being from Brooklyn, being a Brooklynite, knowing what was there before that and seeing it there, it was a sense of pride. We got KD. We got Kyrie. We had Harden. Like, you felt pride going downtown. Like what was there before that?
Across the street, it was Modell's. I remember that just being like an empty lot riding down Atlantic
Avenue. It was
Avenue.
a train, y'all. Let's
PC
talk
Richard,
about it.
Yeah, I remember that.
So they bought a sense of, and no disrespect to the Knicks, because I feel like the Knicks are New York City.
Right.
So not to throw shots at the Knicks. Okay, I'm not even going that way.
I'm waiting for my turn.
Ty is fuming.
I'm waiting
you
for my
can see
turn.
the smoke coming out of Ty hair right now.
I'm gonna let Vol have his moment. Okay.
But I feel like I wish Kyrie would have stayed in Brooklyn. I feel like, so I'm going against popular opinion when I speak about Kyrie. I had on my Kyrie jersey at work today. I was wearing it proudly, and somebody looked at me and said, "Oh, why do you have that on?" So I told you in episode 1, I know I'm aware of my biases, and Kyrie Irving is one of them. His dad went to Boston University. Shout out to Dredrick Irving, second all-time leading scorer at BU. So being recruited by BU, I spoke to Dred and got to know him. And when we go to basketball camps, got to meet a young Kyrie at 7, 8 years old. I want to say maybe 9, 10, who was doing the same things that he's doing now.
I'm co-signing that. I was there at that camp. Kyrie been like that since that age.
I was going to actually stop me if I'm lying, but you answered my question.
Right.
So I am unapologetically biased, and I told y'all that in episode 1. With that being said, if you have the people out there who say, I wish you can't bet on Kyrie because he's not stable. Look what he did to Cleveland. He left. He just left Boston. He left the Nets. He does what he wants. If I'm not even mad at those arguments. So if you say you can't build around Kyrie because he's not stable, touche, point taken. I have to accept that.
Right.
Skill level, what he brings to the table, what he brings to the court, he's great. I will say this, and I love Kyrie. I feel like Kyrie is a number 2 guy, no matter how talented he is, because can he lead your team to a championship? So
do you mean number 2 as a leader or number 2 as a talent?
Never debating his talent. As a leader, okay. He won so could have Cleveland won without Kyrie Irving being on that court?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. But I also want to look at what Kyrie has done when he's the number 1 guy. Okay. So I'm not like in a zombie zone.
So if it was a Kyrie sexual, you fall in the middle ground as me. So Kyrie can do something wrong. You're objective.
So based on the terms that I just said, yes, I am a bisexual.
Oh, so he does. So he does no wrong.
No. I'm just saying I have followed him from team to team.
Oh, okay, got
and
you.
And I have on a Nets jersey, and I will soon have on a Dallas jersey.
Got you. Okay.
Am I right? Am I biased? Yes. And my boy will cook anybody in League 101 who's step in front of him. Who could guard Kyrie? Let's talk about it. Give me names.
1-on-1?
1-on-1. Any 1 or 2-on-1. Who could guard him?
Nah, nobody plays defense in the NBA, but that's another question. That's another.
So who made the All-NBA defensive team?
I got to check that out. But if we look at point guards, Marcus Smart is the defensive player of the year. And, I don't think Marcus Smart could guard Kyrie, but they did sweep them 4-zip and send them home. And Kyrie had 1 game in that series. I'm not saying Marcus Smart could guard Kyrie Irving, but if you're asking me, I'm just saying for my money, if I had to put somebody on him in the NBA right now, that would be the guy that I would say go guard Kyrie.
Okay, respect. And I like Marcus Smart, diehard guy, hard-nosed, gritty guy. To me, I feel like everybody who watched The Matrix, Kyrie is like Neo. Like there's certain players who get into that mode when there's nothing you could do about him. He's just like moving in slow motion. He's like this. He's playing at his own pace. You got the headphones on, you doing stuff in the gym, you just practicing, you doing drills and shit. Yeah. Kyrie is doing that right now in the NBA during live games. Kyrie is like that. The greats are like that. Like the game slows down for them.
It's like they're playing against themselves.
It's cerebral. Like he's really playing in slow mo. Like I'm watching what he does, and like there's nobody could say that they watch Kyrie and say that he's not unbelievable.
That's true. Put your biases aside. What about you, Ty? What you think?
I'm hearing everybody speak, and you said Kyrie went to Dallas, and you said KD went over to Phoenix.
Correct.
So where does that leave the Nets?
That leaves the Nets with a whole bunch of low lottery picks. Cam Thomas, who's crushing right now. Shout out to Cam Thomas. Yeah.
Cam Thomas.
3 games straight. Cam Thomas, you're gonna be the all-time leading scorer. Cam Thomas, you keep it up, getting 40 a night. You're gonna break that record in like 10 years. Shout out to Cam.
He did lead the summer league in scoring.
Absolutely, he been a bucket since LSU, Oak Hill. Cam Thomas been like that. Shout out to Cam Thomas. That's a rare case of making the most of your opportunity. So any kid, college player, NBA player, you see Cam Thomas, make the most of your opportunities. But not to cut you off. Go ahead, Ty.
No, that's all good. Cam Thomas is doing a great job, but the Knicks are still New York's team. KD played maybe 1 season Maybe 1.
Give him 1.5. One in a possible. Bad spades hand. 1.5.
Okay, Kyrie.
One in a possible.
I'm not against Kyrie's decision about the vaccination shot, but what I will say is Kyrie, this is the greatest span he had as a net, right? Can we agree to that?
This run after the suspension, you talking about him coming back to play?
Yeah, when he started playing, like these last couple of weeks, this guy was on one.
I want to say he started off how he came to the Nets. His first game was a 50-point game. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, he definitely had 50.
Yeah, that's one. But then after that, a lot of things happened after that. But so he played a total of what? Maybe 40 games?
Yeah,
30-something, 40. We don't know the exact number, but somewhere along the line, if you say he's played 40 games, the past 15 to 20, Kyrie been on one.
Right.
But I remember, like, because I told you I'm biased too. I'm a Knicks fan. First and foremost, Knicks all day.
Shout out
Let
to
that
the
be
Knicks.
known, right? Because I'm going to always big them up. First and foremost, myself and other Knicks fans, we wanted KD and Kyrie. You know, I remember the little clip that went out, during the All-Star weekend. He said, "Oh, New York got space. New York got 2 max contracts." We was like, "Oh yeah, come to the Knicks, come through."
I know we're not in our Knicks tape segment, but
It's just about Kyrie.
all right,
It's about Kyrie.
Let me shut it.
Getting there.
Getting there. I'm just giving a little history that comes with it. Knicks fans, we wanted them.
It's deep hurt. So,
Yeah,
it
it hurt at the moment. It hurt at the
from the
moment.
pits of their soul.
But
So
that's like somebody messes with my brother, and I'm right there. Like, I'm going to.
You got to defend him, but there's no defending him in this.
Wow.
He's gone. He's not in the city anymore. So we wanted him. I wanted him. But then everything that happened while on the Nets, the facts still remain. 1 series win in the playoffs together. Because when they lost to Milwaukee, Kyrie wasn't there.
Because Giannis stuck his foot out and hurt him. But okay,
Irvin?
yes,
Yeah, he undercut Kyrie.
he did. He stuck his 14 out, and that's why Kyrie got hurt. And if Kevin Durant wore size 14 instead of 15, he'd have been in the championship. But go ahead.
That'd have been a 3-point shot to take the win. Okay. So now neither one of them are here. And Kyrie's done some wrong. I'm not gonna lie. Like when they say he went AWOL, I didn't know what that was about. You the Kyrie guy, so maybe you have a better insight.
Where he went?
They didn't know. They said we don't know.
He was traumatized from them storming the Capitol, and he missed 5 games.
That's the story that he came up with after.
I mean, is this part of your Kyrie sexualness? Like, were you going to defend that, or are you just going to hold that one?
He was traumatized. They told us after, so nobody knew he was.
Who's they?
They being the media, nobody knew why Kyrie didn't come to the
So
games.
if they is the media, I don't know what happened.
So Kyrie said after he missed a couple of games, he said he was traumatized from the events that took place at the Capitol.
Were you not?
Yes, I was, but I went to work. I'm not Kyrie Irving. I'm just speaking for myself. So, I mean, I can't call my job and say
contract.
Pal.
$1 million contract. Shots all fired.
I mean, forget the money. I that's just me. I'm not Kyrie Irving. I'm not in a position of power to move how I want. But I'm not just going to call my job and say they stormed the Capitol. I'm not coming to work.
People call out for less.
You're right. I've called out for less.
I don't think that was said, though, because they said they didn't know where he was.
Edit that.
No one spoke to him. Nobody spoke to him. Nobody knew where he was. That's AWOL.
I just don't know who they are. So once you define they, then I can answer the question.
The organization. They didn't know where he was.
Who?
The organization.
The Nets?
Yes, Brooklyn Nets organization, formerly known as New Jersey Nets.
I think.
Question: why do you think the Nets get all these great players and then they leave the organization? Is this something inside or what's
How
going on?
many great players did they receive?
In the last 3 years, I want to say 3 Hall of Famers.
I want to say.
And they played a total of 16 games together?
I don't keep count on those things.
I want to say.
I mean, that matters.
I don't keep count on those things.
It's a failure with the Nets situation, the Brooklyn Nets situation. I want to say it's a failure. If we're giving out percentages, I want to say it's 50-50 on the players and its management. You get a team with KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. Anything less than a championship is a failure. But what they did, for lack of a better term, it was the prisoners running the jail. The players were
Why
free.
they had to be prisoners?
I said lack of a better term.
You couldn't find anything else?
The inmates running the asylum.
Wow, so everybody's crazy?
I'm sorry. Listen, man.
Way to put the black man down.
I'm not. Everybody in prison is not black.
Asylum.
Everybody in the asylum is not black.
Damn,
so,
son.
All right, I apologize for my analogy, but the players were allowed to come and go as they please. Kyrie was the big domino who came first, and he brung in KD, who in turn brung in James Harden.
Kyrie.
But then Kyrie Irving also got on a podcast, shout out to Bench Talk 718, and said, "Oh, we don't have a coach. We could do what we want to do." So that's basically like having a substitute teacher, and as a result of that, Steve Nash was fired. As a result of that, the next season, James Harden requested a trade because KD and Kyrie was always hurt. The best ability is availability. Those guys, as great as they are,
he's on one. He's hot.
They're not on the court all the time. So that is part of the 50% to where I give the players, because when they are there, they're unstoppable. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I didn't want to see them if they came against any other team, because them 100% healthy and locked in, they will win. But from a management standpoint, at some point you got to put your foot down. We're all parents here. You can't let your kids run over you. Like, you got to say no sometimes. And they didn't say no. And as a management point, to have those three guys in your building and to have those guys leave and to be stuck with Ben Simmons of all people, like, that's a failure. That's a failure to leave from the players and the management. So it's a 50-50 split for me.
I saw a meme that had Ben Simmons' face on Will Smith's body when he was in the living room on the last episode. It was mad funny. But I feel like the owner or the GM hired his best friend to coach a team that was ready to win a championship.
And that's part of the failure. Sean Marks, who played for the Phoenix Suns, hired Steve Nash, who was his friend during Steve Nash MVP season. Yes, he just said, "Hey, Steve, come over here and coach these guys."
Is that spoken about?
It's not, because
why not?
The media pick and choose.
Oh, they again?
No, they're not they. That's why we here. That's why you got Bench Talk 718 and you tune in to us, and we can give you the real. You know what I'm saying? From the fans' point of view. So that's why I say it's a 50-50 split. You know, everybody got to take accountability for their wrong.
Agreed. So moving on, I hope that Kyrie and Luka does well in Dallas. Who knows what's going to happen?
We asked, so one more thing before I'm gonna let my boy Ty get an ISO, because I know he's ready and fuming. So I'm gonna go around the room. What do y'all think about the other trades? Those are the big dominoes. So what do you think about the other moves made in the NBA? You got any other contenders coming up? Do you like what the Lakers did? Do you like what the other teams did? What do you guys think?
I just want to say there was a lot of moves that was made, but the best one that I've seen, obviously KD is a huge move, but the others, it's always about the others when it comes to championships.
I agree.
It's always about the people that can come off the bench and make an impact. We're talking about a guy that was forced to sit on his couch. I think that Milwaukee adding Jay Crowder was a huge move for Milwaukee. Jay Crowder plays defense. He's an alpha as far as like his antics, as far as he's one. Patrick Beverly is known for yelling and screaming in people's face, whatever, but Jay Crowder likes to get under people's skin as well. He can hit the corner three. When you need somebody to space the floor, he's one of those guys that can help Giannis, who likes to go down the hill and goes dunk on everybody. But I think that was one of the biggest moves.
So I see Jay Crowder filling in that PJ Tucker. I see where you're going with that. Energy guy, because energy guy who brings effort to the team, can turn the energy up. So I see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's keep it a stack, son. Jay Crowder, yeah, I mean, you was left out half the season for a reason. You asked for big money. You're not a big money player. I want everybody to get paid, but you're not a big money player. Like, you may help this team in the situation, but no hate. But yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, that move was okay.
I mean, honestly, he wasn't doing bad for Phoenix anyway. I mean, when you think about his shot attempts, he may have received 4 to 5 shots a game, if that.
That's what he deserved.
Okay, but that's what he deserved. But he made it count. When Chris Paul,
because he was yelling?
When Booker needed him to hit a 3 in the corner.
He's a dude in the park that just be loud and you pick him up. We bust niggas' ass today. Nah, you not like that, Jay Crowder. That's why you was on the side for half the season. You not like that. I'm not co-signing Jay Crowder and bring you to a champ. I'm not co-signing that.
No.
I didn't say bring him to the championship. I said when it comes to the others, he's a key piece that you need.
That's a guy
glue guy.
I like a guy to have him on my team.
Yes.
If you nice,
yes.
Yo, Jay, you got him. So my star player don't gotta guard him and exert energy.
But basketball is not football.
I know it's not both sides, but
it happens.
It happens.
That's what I don't like. Old school. That's what I don't like about the game.
The star players don't guard each other.
Why not?
Hey man,
Like when you had to struggle to play against, like if you a point guard and you playing against a point guard that was nice, you don't want to see where you at. That's what you're working out for. Why you going to guard the other guy that's not as good as you?
I agree. You get no debate from me. I'm just
so that's what your era does.
No, I'm talking about perception and reality. My era, LeBron.
This is not our era.
This is not our era. I've been watching basketball.
This is not our era.
Right. This is our kids' era.
Who's your era?
My era.
I got T-Mac. I got AI.
I'm
got
late.
VC, Shaq,
I watch.
Kobe.
Yeah. So my guys is like early 2000s. So like. I want to say, Kobe, Iverson, and then you're going to LeBron, T-Mac, Vince. I mean, those guys are before, but that's my era. I watched basketball in the 90s. I wasn't, but to be old enough to understand it and know what's going on, I want to say 2000 and beyond. That's my era.
All right.
Those are my guys.
Respect.
And they wasn't doing that. The star players they were guarding each other.
But the game changed. So you change with the times or whatever. So the players adapt to the times and the rules of the game. So
let me ask you a question. So with that being said, right, with all these workouts and personal trainers now, you're doing all these skills and development and all this stuff, right? Nobody works on defense. Like they say defense wins championship games, but we trying to outscore people to win a championship. I don't get it. Like
this league is about scoring. It's not a defense wins championships. That's always going to be a true statement. But when it comes down to this era of basketball, like I said, the oohs and ahs sell tickets.
This is not wrestling. This is not wrestling. You're making this. So I love basketball, right? And y'all making it sound like wrestling.
But the oohs, and also to add on to what Ty said, the oohs and ahs sell tickets, and it's also a copycat league. So who's been the most dominant team, the most winning team for the past 5 to 7 years? We're gonna say the Golden State Warriors, correct?
Light-skinned boys out the bay.
What do they do? What is their trademark?
They shoot threes.
They shoot threes. So if you're watching basketball and you're seeing winning basketball, you're gonna say, "Oh, I can shoot threes," and the game has become 5 out as opposed to 2 to 3 out, 2 in. So now everybody is 5 out shooting threes. We don't have guys posting up, and that's the evolution of the game. Is it a good evolution? That's up for debate. But that's the way the NBA is right now.
Not to. And the goal for that, I think it's a great evolution, right?
Right.
Because we never seen guys shoot like this before or do some of the things that these players are doing. But I feel like the league needs a Shaq type, and we need like a baby Shaq. We need a new era Shaq.
There need to be some balance. The closest thing we got to Shaq is Giannis.
So my thing is this, right? You love basketball, right? I'm watching. So now my center got switched to Steph Curry, and you want to do a fadeaway step back jump shot instead of burying his ass under the basket and dunk on him and get him in foul trouble. So we need, I'm not going against these guys who shoot the ball. Steph Curry's the greatest shooter I've ever seen in ever.
Right.
The way, off the dribble, the way he does it, just great. But I feel like there needs to be some balance. We need somebody who's dominant in the paint. We need those Pete Newell schools for big men to like bury under the basket and take advantage of their opponents. Because the game shouldn't just be, we need balance in the game right now, and I feel like it's heavily lopsided with the 3-point shot.
I mean, it's funny that you say that because I had this conversation with someone the other day. They were saying that if they had players like Shaq in this era, it'll be over. And I said in today's era, the amount of threes that go up, they'll always win with the 3. Shaq bullying somebody in the paint, dominating, that's cool. The hack of Shaq would be in full effect. He wouldn't be able to shoot in key moments. They'll have to sub him out. Or if he gets chosen in today's playoff, this era, you see what happens. Steph tell Draymond, set the screen, clear it out, let me go at him. Shaq gonna have to foul me all day, or y'all gonna try to fight to make sure someone else covers me so I don't, violate him. So, I mean, the era is not meant for Shaq players. I mean, you need one. It's not meant for them because the pace of the game, the way they run up and down the floor, get into certain spots, like it's not made for Shaq in this era. A player like Shaq, he's gonna have to be able to shoot from the outside. He's gonna have to be able to be fast.
No, he don't.
Shaq
no, he don't. And that's where the game gets confused. No, he does not. Because that's what we see.
The same disadvantage he has on defense is
so now
twice the advantage on offense.
At the same time now when we run a pick and roll and Steph Curry's on Shaq, he has to foul him because I'm going to put him in the basket every play. We're going to run that. If I'm the coach, I'm running that play every time down. So if you're going to switch, Steph Curry, you're going to guard Shaq, I'm going to dunk you every time down court.
I mean, I have an argument for that too because you try to double him and then you don't have those set guys that played like when they was with Shaq. Like, shout out to a guy like Devin George, Rick Fox. Those guys that knew. They sat in the corner. They knew their job. When I got double, I kick it to you over there. You knock down that corner 3. These guys are not like that. They're not as efficient as those guys from back in the day. So it will still exploit the fact that Shaq couldn't, unless Shaq's going to force against 2 every time, it's going to tire him out because he has to play defense on the other side.
Was Shaq like not in shape? Was he not like run up and down the court? I mean, battling against bigs is tiring as well. Like we take that for advantage. Like if I'm big and I'm 7 feet and I'm battling with you for position every play, that's tiring. Like people take that like you acting like Shaq was out of shape. He was a freak of nature.
Y'all good? I mean, y'all can go on all night about Shaq and the
Before we
bigs.
go, we did get off topic. What do you guys think about Phoenix?
Phoenix healthy is
Problem.
coming out the West.
If they don't win a championship this year, it's time for Chris Paul to hang it up.
I think Chris Paul can just pass to wherever he wants to. He got Kevin Durant and Devin Booker on the wings. DeAndre Ayton doesn't have to play as big of a role now. He can kind of float and get like putbacks and like, you know, he's the 4th best player in the team. They're probably going to get some guys in the buyout market for the defensive guys they lost like Bridges and Cam Johnson, another shooter. But Phoenix healthy because the main thing in the West is health. Denver's number 1 right now, but I don't think anybody's afraid of them. So I will say if Phoenix is healthy with Kevin Durant, they're going to the NBA Finals.
I honestly think Ayton numbers are going to go up.
I agree.
With KD there.
Right.
I agree.
The things that they complain about, his numbers going up because they're going to have so much attention on Booker and KD that this guy's going to have easy buckets.
Right.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
If I'm the Nets, I don't trade Kevin Durant and not get Ayton back in that trade. But easier said than done. It looks great on paper, but you still know you need to build cohesiveness. You still got to go out and play the game. Just because it looks well on paper doesn't mean it's going to transition to the court.
That's true.
So good luck to all the teams and the trades, and there was a lot of moving and shaking.
Okay.
ISO.
Okay.
Ty, get your
Shout
camera.
out to Kobe.
Get your camera ready.
Clear it out. Camera, you see, I'm here. All right. We're going to go through the player pool. Okay. All-stars that were selected. The starters and the reserves. So we got Steph Curry. We got Luka. We got KD. We got Kyrie. We got Jokic. We got Donovan Mitchell. JT. We got Zion. We got Bam. We got Jaylen Brown. We got DeMar DeRozan. We got Joel Embiid. We got Paul George. We got Shea. We got Tyrese Halliburton. I'm going to get back to him. Halliburton. We got Drew Holiday. Okay? We got Jaren Jackson Jr. We got Dame Dollar. Lauri Markkanen. John Morant. Julius Randle. Shout out to the Knicks. And we got Baby Sabonis representing Sacramento. Okay. So, overall, that's not a bad player pool, but they definitely, a lot of people have their lists. A lot of people, you know, they feel like there was some snubs there or whatnot. Obviously, the first one that comes to mind, I heard a lot of chatter. A lot of people was thinking about James Harden. James Harden was the first name that came to mind when I heard people complaining about snubs. But, I mean, hey, that's cool. You know, I'm not here to debate about James Harden being a snub or whatnot. What I am here to debate is the fact that one of my Knicks did not make it to All-Star Weekend.
Who is that you're talking about?
Well, y'all already heard me say Julius Randle's there, so if you don't know, I'm talking about Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson.
Brunson been putting on. I ain't mad at JB.
He looking like he worth that $100 million when he's playing. Right? He's playing great.
That's a deal right now. Jalen Brunson for $100 million. The Knicks got a steal right there.
Thank you. So I told y'all I'm all things Knicks. When they first mentioned the signing of Jalen Brunson, I was not okay with that. I said there's so many players out there we should go for. Why pay him $100 million? Like, you know, he was the backup to Luka. Mm-hmm. He did have a great series without Luka in the playoffs. He showed out. He was able to show what he was made of. But it's a difference between being able to have a moment and being able to be consistent when you know teams are gearing to defend you. Like you're one of their main focal points. We have to stop him. We have to stop these two. He wasn't that guy in Dallas. Teams didn't think about stopping him. When he came out, like it was like a shot out of a cannon. When they was like, oh, they probably thought it was going to be an easy series. And Jalen Brunson said, I'm here. I want y'all to know. That was his introduction. While he's been here on the Knicks, this guy has been killing. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about him. Obviously, we had Julius Randle for a few years now. Shout out to Julius Randle. Shout out to Julius Randle. He's looking like an all-star again, which he is. I had a little issue with Julius Randle in the playoffs against Atlanta, as all us Knicks fans did.
Did he go MIA for 5 days?
I didn't know. Did he? I don't think he did that.
I mean, it was the
that
same.
only happened in Brooklyn. That didn't happen in the city.
It was the same.
I mean, he was there, but he wasn't. I get what you're saying.
You got it?
Yeah, it was a little shot. It was a little shot thrown. It was cute.
Yeah.
It was cute. You know,
Little rip shot.
he was running around the garden putting thumbs down, and I'm like, oh, here you go. That was like copycat. That was like copying the Mets. New York Mets was doing that. So Julius Randle.
Can you stay on task, please?
I'm on task. It's all about New York.
My Mets.
What he did. No. He followed what the Mets did when they booed him. So he got booed, which he deserved, because when you have a bad series like that, anybody that's a leader of a team, they come back with a vengeance. They have something to prove. We didn't get that from Julius Randle when he first came back after that season, after that playoff loss to Atlanta. But Jalen Brunson came and he showed out. But I want to know, I'm going to ask you guys, being that he's not in this player pool, what would be the reason why he's not selected? Now we have injuries, we have people moving around. What is the reason why he wasn't selected to be an Eastern Conference reserve?
Okay, I'll take it. So, I initially on my NBA Eastern Conference reserve, I had Jaylen Brown making the All-Star game. The two guys who surprised me were DeMar DeRozan and Drew Holiday. So, with that being said, DeMar DeRozan, he's averaging 26 points, but the Bulls right now, they're currently in the playing game. Drew Holiday's stats aren't as gaudy, but Milwaukee has missed. Giannis missed a couple of games. They had a lot of injuries, and Drew Holiday is just like a consummate pro. He runs the team. He doesn't do anything wrong. He plays both sides of the ball. So I think him making the All-Star game was more of a testament to him being there for every game and having the Milwaukee Bucks stay afloat. And I think those guys making the All-Star game kind of took Jalen Brunson's spot, so to say. I think the last spot was between him and Tyrese Halliburton. I think Tyrese Halliburton kind of averages almost a double-double. I'm not too sure of his stats. He's close. He's high, like double-double with assists or whatever. Me, personally, I would have chose Jalen Brunson, but I could see Jalen Brunson play every night being in New York. So I would like him to be in there with the injuries in the Eastern Conference. We have Jaylen Brown, who has a face contusion. Get well soon, Jaylen Brown. Kevin Durant, I don't know if he's going to play in the All-Star game. And in the West, we got Steph Curry and we got Zion out. So technically, we got 2 more spots in the East. Now it's up to the coaches to name the reserves. Now, I think it's 3 players to 2 spots. So you got Trae Young, James Harden, and Jalen Brunson. And it's 2 spots. If you're going off name recognition, Jalen Brunson will not get in, even though I don't agree with that. And out West, you got no Zion and we got no Steph. I think De'Aaron Fox takes Steph's spot.
Agreed.
And out West, I wasn't too fond of the Jaren Jackson pick. Anthony Davis, I don't think he needs to play any extra games. He just needs to focus on the Lakers because anytime Anthony Davis plays, whenever he falls on the floor, it's like when you drop your phone and you think you broke the screen. That's how I feel about Anthony Davis getting hurt. So I don't think you need to do any extracurricular activities. You play basketball, you go home, and that's it. So I don't even want you in the All-Star game, even if you're an All-Star caliber player. So whoever fills in the West, I don't care. Not Anthony Davis. So with that being said, Jalen Brunson, you deserve to make it. Yes. Will he make it? That's up for debate. I won't be mad if he made it. I mean, if he does make it. So
Ty, for me to answer your question, I will say, why isn't he in reserve? Because there are players that are better than him. That's the obvious reason. Well,
the All-Star game is, not to cut you off, is based off what you're doing that season. So
I agree.
Is he playing better than Trae Young this year?
Yes. And not just because I'm a Knicks fan. Yes.
Debatable.
Okay.
Debatable.
Is he playing better than James Harden? And combine the fact that James Harden missed about 15 to 20 games. That's why I didn't have James Harden on my list.
Debatable as well. Okay. But I will say this, like you said, the best. What did you say?
The best ability is availability,
and he's there. He's consistent. I think he's one of the top fourth quarter scorers.
Absolutely.
We know who was the top fourth quarter scorer in the NBA. Don't want to say that, but that's another story. But Jalen Brunson's been putting on, and I feel like you know what I thought? Me and Ty just talked. I said Van Fleet should go on over Brunson, right?
This year?
This year. I like Freddie VanVleet. I think Toronto's going through a lot, but I feel like he is consistent. I like him as a player. But when I look at the numbers, Brunson numbers towers VanVleet's.
Trumps them, and their record is better than Toronto.
Exactly. But my thing, I fall back to this. Do the Knicks deserve to have 2 All-Stars in the Eastern Conference?
That's the hate. Why not?
At the time,
When the last time we had it?
at the time when the
Is that
All-Star
a reason to put them in because you didn't have it in a long time?
Because they showing up.
So what, 7th place, 8th place, 9th place?
at the time when All-Star
Currently
voting,
6.
Oh, ooh, my
Currently
bad.
6 series.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
6 versus 3.
6 for 3. Yeah.
Okay.
at the time when the All-Star,
My bad.
when the
No
All-Star
playing.
reserves were named, the Knicks were like 5th in the East. So from Toronto, to piggyback off you said Fred VanVleet. I had Siakam in the All-Star game because I know they do guards and forward, and now it's positionless basketball, but that's another story. So I would have had Siakam in the All-Star game over Fred, and I had Brunson as the guard. So I'm not mad at you on when you say Fred, but I would have chose Siakam over him because I feel like he's the best player on Toronto. But I'm not mad at Jalen Brunson. I like his game. He's cerebral. New York is a big market. They deserve to have 2 guys. I mean, New York having guys in the All-Star game, I'm not mad at that at all. So, yes, Jalen Brunson does deserve to be in there. And Ty, as our resident Knicks fan, you can go on your rant and all that stuff or whatever. So, I know you feel Jalen Brunson is a snub, but what do you just feel about the Knicks? Like, what is your beef with the Knicks and the Knicks tape?
So this is like halfway through the third quarter. This is just Knicks tape because we are from New York.
Yeah, this is Knicks tape. It's Knicks tape time.
The Knicks are in New York. Yeah. So I'm not. I told you I went to a Knicks. I'm not a Knicks fan, but I went to a Knicks game, and that it felt like everything. Like you feel the energy in the arena. Like you feel the Garden. Yeah. They call it the Mecca for a reason. So I could hate the Knicks as much as I want to hate on the Knicks as much as I want, but they are New York. They are the Garden. They are the city, and you feel that when you enter the Garden and you see and you. It's different.
Before you go, Ty, I want to say this too. Between the Knicks and the Nets, I feel like the Nets, even though I'm Brooklyn to the heart or Brooklyn all day, like I feel like the Nets are like the bougie fans or whatever. Like
new Brooklyn?
Yeah, the new Brooklyn. Like they drink Starbucks and they have
At the game.
$10 bagels. Like Katie or Kyrie could be going off for 50 and it just like soft clapping like it's a golf game. The Knicks fans, they're gonna boo you. They're gonna throw something on the court. You might see a fight. You might see some twerking. Like going to the Garden is an experience. You could be on the A train. You get the New York experience being a Knicks fan or whatever.
That's a fact.
So like New York Knicks will always be like the Mecca of New York City when it comes to basketball or whatever. So, like, the Knicks are New York. No matter how good the Nets were for that time being or whatever, the Knicks are the Mecca of New York.
When the Knicks are winning in the city is just different.
It's better, yeah.
It's just
City's better.
It's just so
Crime is down.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy because we finally got something to cheer about.
Yeah.
But as far as my rant, as far as the fellow Knicks fans, I don't know if you guys can agree with me.
ISO. You're busy, Ty.
I have a few issues. Okay, we just learned that Cam Reddish was dealt away. I like Cam. I don't see why he didn't get playing time. There's a bunch of rumors surfacing. They said that he went to an assistant coach complaining about it, and Tom Thibodeau said, "You want to complain to them? Now you're really not going to play," which we don't know that's true because we're not in there. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But Cam, that was a waste. I feel like we should have played him. I know when we was trying to get Donovan Mitchell, for the first time, I agree with the organization. I felt like there was too many things we had to give up just to get him, which that was the smartest move they ever made. When it came to this trade deadline, I was all for Zach LaVine. I know that's one of my guys. I want Zach LaVine. Shout out to Zach LaVine. Hopefully, when you're a free agent this summer, you can come over to the Knicks.
That boy is good.
Zach LaVine, that's my guy. I like Zach LaVine. So I was sitting there on the edge of my seat like, oh, what's going on? What is it going to take? So they said that they started negotiating with Chicago. I said, okay, let's get something going, Zach LaVine. Then they said the conversation stopped. So I said, oh, damn, we messed up again. Why can't we get a player, all-star caliber player? Then they said the talks started up again. I said, okay, now we're going to get him. And then 3 o'clock hit, and there was nothing. And the Knicks only got Josh Hart.
How did you feel at 3 o'clock?
At 3 o'clock, I was disappointed because the only reason why...
Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry.
You got to see in y'all.
I was upset.
Did your voice
I just
raise?
wanted to hear...
I don't know why we will never get nobody. You had that mouth?
I'm over that. That's long and gone. What I was complaining about, though, I said I can't wait until they finally tell us. It's going to be a few days later. Huh?
Just punch in the air? No,
I didn't punch the air. I just kept thinking I need to see what deal was proposed.
Right.
Because they'll tell us that later on. Was Toppin in there? Was R.J. Barrett a request? Like, I need to know what was put on the spread. Who put it down? What was the request of Chicago to send Zach LaVine here? Because we could have got the deal done. We could have got the deal done. But moving forward, like I said, we picked up Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson, I'm rocking with you. You already know. I think you should be an all-star. You are a snub. They snub. But you vouch for Josh Hart.
Shout out to Villanova. Those Wildcats produce pros, man.
Yeah. Now, the way Tom Thibodeau coaches and like the way he runs his guys, like he has like a set rotation of 7 to 8 guys, and they play. Josh Hart is a hard-nosed guy. He plays defense, plays both sides of the ball. He's going to be a fan favorite in New York. He's going to be diving in the crowd. He's going to give you 10 to 12 points a game.
He gives me those John Starks vibes.
Yeah, I don't know about as far as a shooter, but like
energy and what he brings to the game.
Absolutely.
I don't want him shooting like John Starks.
Absolutely. So like Josh Hart is going to be the guy to guard the other team best guard.
Shout out to Jay Wright, man. Yeah. Villanova produces pros. Yeah. Those guys have longevity in the league, and he's doing did a great thing over at Villanova.
Yeah, we got to see what we can do. I still want Donovan. If we can't get Donovan, get Zach.
It's quiet for Donovan.
You think he's going to stay in Cleveland?
Y'all dropped the ball.
He belongs on the Knicks. No, we didn't drop the ball. They actually was smart. They didn't want to give up all the pieces that they asked for. You know, first of all, Danny Ainge has a problem with the Knicks. That's a lifetime thing. He hates us. Okay?
Yeah.
He's a product of Boston Celtics, all right? So therefore, there's
Boston.
Yeah, there's a grudge.
The Red Sox.
He wanted the whole roster.
Yeah.
He wanted the whole roster, and we couldn't get. We chose not to give it up finally. But overall, Jalen Brunson, you're an all-star snub. I don't care nobody say you belong there with Randall. I had you before Randall, actually, as an all-star.
I did
had
too.
you before.
I'm not mad at that.
Respect.
I like that.
Too. No disrespect to Randall. You know what I'm saying? You had a stretch too. You had a good stretch. But overall, throughout the whole season so far, Jalen Brunson have shown up every game. All right, so I'm hurt by that. And
it's all right.
We got to get Jalen in there. We got to get him in there. You think he can still get in there?
Yes. You put my feet to the fire. I'm gonna say yes. He's gonna get named as a reserve. I think he's gonna get in.
Thank you.
I'll put him in the skills competition.
So you saying no? That's no for you, bro.
So no.
Okay.
Skills competition.
So I just want to know, like, we have a lot of Knicks fans out there. You know, sometimes on Bench Talk we like to reach out to, you know, we want to see what our fans, we want to see what the our fans and our supporters have to say about the Knicks. You think we got a lot of Knicks fans out there, Mo?
I know for a fact we got a lot of Knicks fans out there, unfortunately. I mean, because, like, we got Braun sexual, we got Kyrie sexual, we got Knicks sexuals or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it could go down the line. Sometimes, you know, people, the Knicks, like, Knicks fans are loyal. If they're not anything, they loyal. They're loyal to losing. Because as long as I've been alive, the Knicks have not been good or whatever. Like you said, the city is good when the Knicks are winning, but it's rare that they're winning. And even when they're not winning.
Mo.
What's up?
Mo. Please slow your relax.
I'm talking too fast?
You going hard. Don't the slander. Like, all right, I know we haven't been the greatest team in years. Okay. But that's okay. Calm down.
So
I'm still saying.
We even now from the first quarter.
Oh, so it's a little tit for tat.
Yeah,
that's what we doing?
Yeah.
That's how we doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to get my punch back.
Okay. All right.
That's all I'm
That's
saying.
cool. So now we're going to reach out. We're going to do a live call and we're going to reach out to Lameek. See what Lameek has to say about these Knicks.
Bench Talk, love the fans. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can reach out to us, Bench Talk 718, our YouTube page, our personal page, Mobama, Vu Folk, TyRich_90. Anytime you want to reach out to us, it's going to be in the comments on the YouTube page and on our Instagram. We love fan interaction because we're fans too. And like we said, Bench Talk is just all about interaction, getting, like, you know, your thoughts, our thoughts. So we're just trying our best to reach out to everybody and just get your opinion because nobody is right. We just love the interaction and the talking.
And more importantly, don't forget, we're coming to your hood. We're coming to every hood. We're going to sit on your bench. We're going to go to your walk. We're going to sit there. We're going to talk shit with you. We're going to find out what's going on with your hood. Because that's what it's about. It's about the culture. Bench Talk is about the actual bench. The bench is a part of the urban culture, and we will be there. Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, we're coming. Just know that.
Stand up.
That's a big fact.
Now we're gonna reach out to Lameek. Here we go.
This is low key dope.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yo, what's up? What's up, Lameek? What's going on? You on the air live?
What's up, man?
What's going
Okay,
on?
what's
How
up?
you feeling
What's
today?
up? I'm good.
All right, so we in the middle of a conversation. We talking about the Knicks. Of course, I told you I'm one of the biggest Knicks fans out there. I said that Jalen Brunson was a snub, all-star snub this year. First and foremost, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like he was a snub, or you felt like they got it right by leaving him out?
I definitely feel like my boy Jalen was a snub,
All right,
but I definitely, I could see where they were trying to go with it. Hopefully, he get in on the next round. Somebody hurt or something like that, but he definitely got snubbed. Sure.
He got to get in because somebody get hurt.
I mean, apparently right now that's how it's going. That's how it's looking.
Oh, wow.
LeVar, first of all, before injuries, he's supposed to be in there. Damn that. He not just getting in because of the injury. That's what's going to happen. But, like I said, based on name recognition, they'll give it to James Harden, right? What they shouldn't. Jalen been there.
I need you to keep it a stack, son. Tell me how you feel about the Knicks, the culture, and why you feel Jalen Brunson should be an all-star.
Jalen restoring the order. You know what I'm saying? First of all, he bringing back that, that gritty point guard, that New York, that we love.
That's a fact.
He a lefty that always, look good. He got pedigree from Villanova, national championship. Mm-hmm. We love winners. Yeah, man. He bringing everything back that we want for New York.
So, La, what up? This is Mo, Lil Cuzzo. Let me ask you one question. I feel like Jalen Brunson should have made it initially. So, if you had to remove somebody to put Jalen Brunson on, who would you take off the All-Star team to put Jalen Brunson on?
Oh, damn. Damn. Who we got? We got
All right, so the reserves, you got Embiid, you got Jaylen Brown, you got DeRozan, you got Drew, you got Halliburton, we got Bam, and we got Randall. That's the 7 reserves.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with damn. I like Halliburton. That's why I feel like we should have drafted him. So I don't know.
It's your guy.
Yeah, you get Debo out of there. You can get DeRozan off.
I said the same thing in my initial picks. I didn't have DeRozan or Drew as a pick. I had Jalen Brunson and Siakam in there, but DeRozan getting 26 a game, so I mean you can't deny 26. So
at the end of the day, Lameek, it's your boy Ty, fellow Knicks fan. Listen, my whole thing is, let me tell you something, right? You like Halliburton, but he ain't showing up like our boy over here. Jalen Brunson showing up. Drew Holiday had a nice little stretch while Giannis was out. But I'm talking about the whole first half of the season. Jalen Brunson has been the most consistent player on the Knicks. That has to amount for something.
You ain't gonna get no argument. Yeah, no doubt. I agree with you. I'm just saying, they couldn't justify having 2 Knicks up there, man.
Now, if they did give you the opportunity, if no one was injured, obviously we know injuries play a part in it, but without the injuries, if they said it was only one spot available and the only way he can get it, you have to take Randall out, would you do it without a heartbeat?
Nah. I think Julius super underrated, man. I like that Julius getting his portfolio up. Must be a second time. I think we need him there. I want him to be a Knick for a long time.
So you'll still have Randall as the number 1, and then Jalen Brunson be number 2?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, how you feel as VAR? What up, cousin? I felt like, all right, he could possibly get in. Just give him the skills challenge.
Mm-hmm.
What you think?
Yo, I'm not fucking with you, bro. It's crazy.
You keep throwing shots, but that's okay.
That's a crazy
Kyrie's
shot.
going to go AWOL during All-Star Weekend. No one's going to know where he at.
You heard that? You heard that, La?
Hey, listen.
He's going to go AWOL.
I heard him.
But listen,
Jalen.
He still go AWOL.
Jalen, all his matchups, if somebody got the best of him in the matchup, he definitely go back. He definitely got right back with him. Van Fleet had him banged out. Drew Holiday had him banged out. whoever the top guards is in the East, Kyrie, he might have not played tonight. I don't know if he was there that night. You know what I'm saying?
Kyrie was at Dave and Buster's at Gateway Mall when the Knicks was trying to play him.
Happy hour?
No, he took his daughter out.
Yo, Lob, I'm gonna give you a super. I'm gonna give you.
Hold on, I get that back though.
Go ahead. My fault.
Son, Kyrie didn't close the Knicks out. It was on the cover of the front and the back page of the Daily News and the Post.
Yeah, he definitely did. I ain't mad at you.
He did that.
So, La, this is super New York question. Jalen Brunson, what type of guard is he? If he play AAU in New York, is he Riverside? Is he Brooklyn, USA, or is he a Gaucho?
I already know the answer.
Oh, damn, Jalen definitely. He'll be a Gaucho. He'll be a Cho.
He a tough Cho.
Wow, you think so?
He uptown Cho dude, one of them tough Gaucho guards.
Yeah, he's tough. He's tough. He's real tough.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So he not. So you don't think Zig and Tip picked one up downtown? He ain't one of us.
He get jerked. He not flashy. Like they like flashy dribble. Like he just get it done. Jalen get it done.
Got you.
So let me ask you a question. What are your thoughts on Tom Thibodeau? His coaching methods.
Man.
Do you keep him? Do you drop him? Is anybody that you see in the coaching pool that you like to replace with him?
I like that.
Nah, I like what Thibodeau's doing. We ain't get rid of none of our young guys on this little trading deadline. We actually picked up a steal. My man, Josh Hart, he averaging about 9 rebounds low key. Matching them back up with Villanova, him and Jalen Brunson. That's a good pair. He's going to jump right in that star lineup. Get R.J. Barrett out of here. I like it. You know what I mean? Thibodeau, you know what I'm saying? I like what Thibodeau's doing. Nice 9-man, 8-man rotation. Let's go. Let's get playoff ready right now.
Copy.
Okay. I can't get mad at your point of view. RJ has been the most inconsistent player. He give you 41 night and then he got 12 the next. I don't know.
All right.
Right.
La. We would love to call in. We appreciate you calling into the Bench Talk podcast. So I'm going to give you one for the road. I know you love the Knicks, but this is a sidebar question. Yes or no? Draymond Green, Hall of Famer, yes or no?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Hang up. Yo, La, I love you.
Dancing Teddy Bear. He deserves it, baby.
Thanks for the call, in.
Appreciate you. Nick's tape.
Already. Yo, appreciate y'all, man. Now, let me keep going.
Sir.
All right, Nick's tape. We'll always need you to have my back, brother.
No doubt. All right, have a good one.
All right, you too. Later.
All right.
I like that guy. That's a good guy. That's a good guy.
Clap it up.
First live calling.
Clap it up for Math. Who's behind the scenes, who's orchestrating everything, man.
Let's go, Math. S Street Media. Shout out.
We ain't talking about rebounds. You know how we do out here. S Street Media.
He put it together, man. Like, thank you. We thank you for the opportunity, man. We appreciate your hustle. We appreciate your grind. We appreciate your love for the game, man. And just putting us in a situation where we could just share our passion and love.
Guys, that was dope. I'm feeling this.
I hit Ty. That was low key dope. I gave Ty that.
So let me give it to the resident OG. Ooh, we're gonna take it back. It's like you ever have beef with somebody for like a long time and like.
Well, before we go there, it's two sides of every coin.
Okay.
So I like the call in.
You want to try somebody else?
I want to try somebody else.
All right, we hot. We won on FanDuel. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try again.
All right, so let's flip a coin. Do we want to go with the LeBron debate or do we want to go with another Knicks debate?
You can get both sides of the coin or whatever. It depends on who you call because you might not get a passionate Knicks fan. You might get a Knicks hater.
So do we want that Knicks hater? Or do we want to debate LeBron?
Bring him.
We could. You
staying on the Knicks?
Yeah, we're staying on the Knicks. We're staying on the Knicks. We're gonna try.
You got it. You the man, Ty.
Who was it?
I think called Tim Dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to reach out to another fan. Like I said on our Instagram, Bench Talk 718. You could be a live caller. You could get a shirt. We got apparel. You could be on the show. We're going to chime you in. We on YouTube. We love the interaction. So, You're a part of Bench Talk. We're a part of Bench Talk. So if you want to be on our next show, reach out to us, DM, time in on the page, and you could be on the next show. So we reaching out to another. We gonna see how this call gonna go. That first call was dope. I mean, it was very Knicks worthy or whatever. But this next call, I don't know how it's gonna go. I can't make no promises. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get. Now I'm already ready. Let's go.
So we gonna reach out. Let's go. Let's see what we got.
Phone is ringing. Ring, 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 ring. You ready? Everybody's ready? Mm-hmm. All right.
Hello?
Hey, Tim, what's going on? You live on there.
What's going on?
Tim Dog, what's up?
Bench Talk 718.
What's going on? What's going on, Tim? We got you live on air. We just had a live call in. So we just, we showing love to our fans and everything. So I'm just asking you a general question. What's your opinion on the New York Knicks state of basketball?
Trash.
You want to elaborate? You want to go into detail?
Yeah, let me go into details with the New York Knicks. They have everything to put together a winning squad.
Okay.
It just don't happen.
So wait, the first word that came to mind was trash?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm going to get to it. You get RJ Barrett, trash. You got Julius Randle, trash.
All-star Julius Randle, trash?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have the floor. Go ahead, continue.
Listen. The Knicks haven't been nice since Patrick Ewing and Larry Johnson.
That is a lie.
What have the Knicks done in the past 10 years to make them this spectacular team?
I think you must have forgot about the 2012-2013 season. Knicks were second in the East behind Miami.
Yeah.
We lost to Miami in the what was that, semis? Because what happened again? Was that the year? That was the year Stoudemire wanted to punch the extinguisher in Miami.
Oh, that might have been the year Roy Hibbert blocked Melo. I don't know. Linsanity, yeah.
No, that wasn't Linsanity. Linsanity was 2011.
You notice have you ever seen the waste management truck? It's the Knicks logo.
Yo, Tim, let me just say this Mo, you got my boy Ty, you ain't never meet Ty. We got an unapologetic Knicks fan. So you talking to like a hardcore Knicks fan right now. So like,
I get it.
Give it to him. Like, yo, don't hold back, bro.
What's your team, Tim? Let's hear it.
Wait, hold on. You said they're a waste truck? Like which one? The green one?
Yeah, the waste management. You know the Knicks logo
on the truck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we heard him loud and clear. Thank you, Mo. That's the second shot you gave me.
Sorry.
All right. So back to you, Tim. What is your team? What's your favorite team?
I'm a Nets fan. They just broke my team up, but I'm watching them right now. They look good. They could beat the Knicks with this team.
Ooh.
Oh, shoot.
Bang.
So when the next time they play, do you know? Do you have it marked on the calendar?
Bang! Shout out to
They play them real soon.
Okay, so I gotta make sure I link up with you when that game happens, because if you really think they could beat us right now, okay, that's cool.
They could beat y'all right now with this team they got. Yeah.
Okay, so you're a diehard Brooklyn Net fan. You're not jumping ship.
No, I'm a Nets fan.
You're a Nets fan. I can respect that. Okay, I can respect that. All right, carry on.
Okay. Oh, JC, you can't get it because you about what have the Nets done?
You said
everything the Knicks didn't.
What did they do?
Oh, the Nets. No, listen. The Nets. We had three great players. We didn't do what we supposed to. But when we did have them, we still better than Knicks.
You said I'm not going to sugarcoat it. What?
We didn't do nothing when we had them.
Oh, okay.
All right, Tim G. I just want to switch sales for a second. That's okay, guys.
Yeah.
We just witnessed greatness. We just witnessed history with LeBron James breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. What's your take on LeBron breaking the record, and what's your take on LeBron overall as a player?
What you chuckling about?
Listen. I'm good because he already know. Mo already know. But look, I'm gonna give him his prop. I'm not a fan, but I respect him. The man did it 20 years. That's greatness. I watched it. That's greatness.
Okay. So
Is he the greatest of all time? No.
is he on your Mount Rushmore? Is he top 4, top 5 player NBA all time?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, back to the Knicks. You.
Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Let's go back.
My bad,
You
Tim.
are a Knicks hater. You hate us through and through.
Man, I don't hate y'all,
said
just like
bad?
y'all.
But do you?
Waste management truck.
But do you think that Jalen Brunson should have been an All-Star?
Good question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All
A little bit of
right.
of Knicks
little
love.
love.
Okay.
A little love.
Absolutely. Definitely. He shouldn't be on the Knicks though. He wasted his talent.
Do you want the Nets
you
back?
know,
You want the
I
Nets back in
think-
New Jersey?
He can't. Yo, what? Look, everything you do is gonna get overshadowed
Overshadowed
because
by
he's on the
who?
Knicks.
Oh, because the Knicks suck that bad. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mo, you have to stop.
I'm
have to stop.
You can lead him to water, but you can't make him drink. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
I'm
we're in the
I'm just asking
playoffs
the
right
questions.
now. We're not looking that bad.
Listen.
This second half of the season,
Y'all
after
not
All-Star
looking
break,
that bad.
it's gonna
How
be
bad
all right.
y'all looking then?
Have you watched the Knicks?
I don't. No.
Oh, so you haven't seen the things that they're doing. They're right above 500, which that's not expected.
Listen, what they doing that they've been doing that's different.
So
Besides losing.
they picked up Josh Hart in by the trade deadline, so that should really affect.
This is what I'm saying, Josh. Listen.
that a
You
shot?
had all these
That was a
stars.
shot?
Listen, you had all these stars of free agent. You put up Josh Hart.
No, you can't say free agent. It was a trade deadline. Who do we have?
Listen, huh?
You said that. You said
It
free.
was people. Listen, you know how you go fishing? You throw the bait in there. You liable to catch a fish.
Yeah. Knicks ain't catch no fish.
You ain't even throw. You ain't even throw no bait. You just said, "Okay, give us Josh Hart."
That's all we can get.
That's dirty.
That's all we can get. No one wants to do business with us.
So
you know now when you say this too.
Say it again. Wait. Say that. Say that one more time. Nobody want to
wants
what?
to do business with us.
Duh.
Right. And it's not. Yeah, you said duh. It ain't about what can happen in New York. It's really James Dolan. Now I know you hate the Knicks.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
nobody wants to
I
work
give
with
it you
that
on
team
that.
because of him.
I give you that. I agree with you on
There are many
that.
players that would have came through the Knicks like, yo, I could change things over here in New York. They don't want to deal with him. So a lot of scrutiny that we receive right now is because of him. But we can't do nothing about it.
I'm agree with you on that. That's the only thing we're gonna agree on. Is that?
That's fine.
All right,
That's fine.
So Tim, one
Knicks
for
I
the
agree with you on that.
one for the road. Do the Knicks make the playoffs this year? Yes or no?
Facts.
They make it.
Yeah, one and done.
Oh, one and done. Okay.
So do they get a series or are they in a playing game?
We're in.
They get in, but they lose.
To anybody they play?
They don't make anybody they play.
Okay.
All
The
right. So,
the Nets gonna get in.
all right, let me ask you this question. So who gets further in the playoffs, the Nets or the Knicks?
The Nets.
I'm going to remember this moment.
It's documented. It's documented, man.
It's documented. I can't wait.
It's documented.
Look,
We
they-
got
I'm
you.
watching
to
it.
see
I'm
how
watching-
this turns out.
I'm watching the Nets right now. They got Dinwiddie, Finney Smith. Let me see what else they got on the floor. Hold on. I'm gonna show you right now. Cam Thomas
Okay.
They got-
and what's his name? Watanabe?
I like
Wow,
Claxton.
nah, yeah.
Claxton not playing.
Okay.
And they winning by one.
Okay.
Who they playing against tonight?
The Bulls.
Okay. So yo, Tim Dog, we appreciate you calling in. We got you
Yeah.
documented. We're gonna call back when
Thank
the
you.
playoffs start. You know, it's all love
Yes.
on the bench from the Bench Talk family to you. We appreciate you calling in.
Always
right, love
love.
is
We
love.
appreciate it, man.
All right, love is love.
Please make sure you answer the call after y'all plummet to the 13th seed in the East. Okay? All right. Thank
You
you so
talking
much.
about you talking about the waste management?
No. I said your team, the Nets, because we're going to be in the
That's
playoffs.
what I said. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay.
We'll
All
talk
right,
soon.
we'll talk soon. Love is love.
It's all love. I like that guy too. I like him.
Yo, the call
I like the energy. The call-in.
Call in.
Anybody that wants to join in on the live call-in, please
We love
make
all
sure
opinions.
you
We see the
following
interaction.
Bench Talk _718. That's the first thing you have to do. You have to be following Bench Talk _718. Message us. You got to subscribe to the YouTube page, Bench Talk 718, to keep up to date on the latest episodes. We got a lot of things coming y'all way, but make sure you following Bench Talk 718.
Time, can y'all do me one favor, please?
What's up?
I know we running this bench. I know we running the call-ins to the ground, but I need one resident call-in, please. It's important to me. I hope it goes through.
Okay.
It's not a
we
718.
2 for 2 right now.
Right.
So we trying our luck. We at Vegas. We at the tables. We trying our luck. So we gonna see what's going on.
All in.
We all in. We having the call-ins. Call-ins is going good. Bench Talk family. Everything is going good. We gonna see what's up, man.
Hello. Miss Curly, how
Hi.
you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. So we are live recording Bench Talk 718, episode 2. I'm with Mo, my other co-host Mo and Ty, and we wanted to reach out to the Curlies because you guys have a vast basketball knowledge, and we wanted to share some topics with you guys tonight. Is that okay?
That would be great, but I think you've got the wrong Curly. I'm going to pass it over to Matt.
No, don't leave because we need you too. So it's a group effort, please. We definitely want you.
Okay. Well, I will put you on speaker then.
Thank you,
What's up?
Maddie.
Who's this?
Matt Curley, what's going on? You live on Bench Talk Podcast 718. What's going on?
I love it.
I want to introduce you, Boston, Massachusetts, Duquesne, Boston University, professional basketball player, 6'7", 6'9", could do everything on the court. We want to give you your props. We want to clap it up for you for calling in. You know what I'm saying? We're not just talking to no average Joe. So we here in our fourth quarter / overtime part of our podcast, and I just want to know, we just want to know your thoughts on LeBron James breaking the all-time scoring record. What's your thoughts on LeBron James?
I can't get in.
You can't do what?
And with what? In regards to what? Breaking the scoring record?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on LeBron? Just don't hold back. How do you feel about LeBron James?
I think that he's a great player.
I feel like you're being PC for the radio waves. You want to elaborate on that?
I have his shirt and everything. I want my son to be just like him.
Model citizen.
Yeah, just absolutely wearing on TV. Love it.
All right, so let me jump into it, Matt. If you had to pick a small forward, if you're going with a Mount Rushmore, and you had to pick a small forward that you're putting on your starting five, who would you select and why?
Small forward. Barkley. Why? Because he's a tough player. Rebound, can score, does everything.
And who did you say you picked again?
Charles Barkley.
Oh, Charles Barkley.
I was going with Barkley more as a 4. I know he's undersized, but I would go with him as a 4. So, all right, so let me narrow the question.
So who would you say is small forward?
So if the pool is LeBron James on one side and Larry Legend on the other side, who are you going with and why?
I hope that you can't even put LeBron in quarters, Bird, or anyone from the 80s and 90s. LeBron, just get out of there.
He should be out of there because he's better or because he's not as good as those guys?
Do you guys really think that he is one of the best?
Absolutely.
Do you like what he's done for the sport of basketball?
I think he's the best basketball player. I think he's the best person to ever put on shoes.
Yeah, okay, now you're trying to get me going.
Nah.
What about the other two?
He said, now he's trying to get me going.
Listen, if we pick
How's the other two? What do you guys think?
if we picking teams and it's like Larry and LeBron over there and we're captains, I got LeBron first pick over Jordan, over Bird, like Magic, whoever's playing, Kareem. I got LeBron first pick. That's my first pick. I got LeBron
First pick.
How and why?
first. Why? Because he could do everything on the court, score, rebound, defend. He could do everything at a high level. He's not going to get hurt. I don't got to worry about him drinking beer on the sideline, anything like that.
Wow.
Or hurting his back, longevity.
Wow.
He played 2 times as long as Larry Bird. I mean, that's why. I mean, why not? Why not is the question.
He didn't even play basketball. He just stands and goes from 3-point line, and cries when someone looks at him the wrong way.
You calling LeBron a crybaby?
Ooh.
Hey,
That's nice.
Nah, man. I don't agree with that.
I honestly think
He's what?
I don't even know.
He's soft?
Very soft.
Oh, man.
For someone that big, very soft.
So let me ask you a question, Matt. How do you think LeBron would have fared in the 80s and early 90s of basketball?
I struggle with that. If he grew up in that era and was tough, he would be a beast. Absolutely, I agree with you there.
So is he a BABC guy or Riverside guy?
Riverside.
Riverside?
One of the best teams ever.
So let me ask you a question. Tuesday night, were you asleep or were you up watching him make history? I just need to know, where do you stand on the LeBron?
I haven't watched an NBA game in probably 2 years.
How long has the NBA been soft since the
I missed a
last?
phone call about earlier today, but I was at my 4th grade basketball team, and I think all they do is watch LeBron play because all they do is sit there and cry and look at the referee and fall on the ground and roll over.
So LeBron is the reason for the NBA being soft right now?
Him and Dwayne Wade, yes.
Oh, wow. So for the past 10 years, the NBA's been soft because of LeBron James and Dwayne Wade.
It's been getting worse and worse.
So the last time the NBA was tough was that Lakers-Celtics series that went 7 in 2010.
That was a good series.
And what happened there? Well, LeBron, Paul Pierce just absolutely beat the crap out of LeBron.
Paul Pierce kicked the crap out of LeBron. Excuse me?
Get to the Lakers, get to the finals.
Oh, wow. I know you're in Boston. Those guys milked the hell out of that one championship that they won in 2018.
Paul Pierce absolutely annihilate him.
Paul Pierce is what?
Didn't he annihilate LeBron?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Paul Pierce,
He
Kevin
put on
Garnett.
the Cavaliers and went down to Miami and got the super team, didn't he? After he lost the Celtics?
Like Kevin Durant did again just now. Yep.
So Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Rajon Rondo's not a super team?
Not really.
I did. Wow.
Excuse
said
me.
not
Okay.
really.
The Boston bias is cool. We got the whole East Coast bias. We in Brooklyn, but that Boston bias is crazy.
Is Mrs. Curley available?
She's right here.
All right. Good evening, Mrs. Curley. Just want to ask you, have you caught up with like the NBA trades recently? Just want to know if you know that Mr. Irvin has been traded to Dallas.
I did see that.
Okay. Well,
And I actually statements to the press that I do agree with him that people too much attention to his off the court behavior and statements rather than athletic ability.
Great answer.
I'm not mad. I like that answer.
I like that answer. Shout out to Mrs. Curley.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
The smartest Curly in that house, obviously.
I like the applause. No, I saw that. I was proud of him. He sounded like he, had tapes. He was professional. I like him.
Let me ask you guys: are the Boston Celtics going to go back to the championship this year? Are you guys Boston fans, or are they going back to the championship?
I hope so. It's been too long.
No, Lakers not going there.
I'm telling you, I can't watch the Red Day.
So Matt,
He's a hater.
we had a segment earlier, and I was talking about how I feel the NBA is playing now, and I feel like I feel like the league would benefit from a player as dominant as Shaq, who would just like on all these pick and rolls, dive to the basket, and I feel like control the game from the inside rather than the outside. What do you feel about that? Do you feel a game should be played inside out, or are you okay with the way the game is played now?
It's supposed to be inside out, and I'm actually I'm feeling pretty good. I was watching the Purdue game. Did you watch Purdue play at all?
Yeah, the big boy, Edie, 7'1" guy. Yeah.
He's awesome, huh?
No, I just think he's 7'1". I don't think he's awesome. He's just bigger than everybody.
And?
I mean, yeah.
Is that why LeBron's so good at a guy? Because he's bigger than everyone?
No, LeBron can do everything on the court. When Edie gets to the NBA, he's going to be the 15th guy on the bench. But I like what he does in college.
If you have a great coach, you're going to start bringing him pounding down below and have him score at will.
Yeah. How many great coaches are there in the NBA?
How many great coaches?
Yeah.
The last great coach in the NBA was holding. I don't know.
I mean,
Phil Jackson?
you don't think Pop is a great
Overrated.
coach?
Overrated.
Phil Jackson's overrated?
Yes, this is Ty. I say he's overrated because I'm a Knicks fan. He was put in a position. He did a good job managing superstar talent, egos. But the one thing I will say, I don't think he knows how to really put a team together. He was
Not his job, though. Isn't that a coach's job? Manage the players?
No, coaches put teams together too. Let's.
No, they don't. It should Bill Belichick.
Coaches have to say so on who they want. They
in the NBA?
They get to choose. Yeah, they get to choose.
They have no way.
No. In the meetings, they do have say so on who they want, who they don't want. Sometimes they're forced to take a play they don't want, but they are in the room. They get to express how they feel about certain players and express who they want for their systems.
I don't think Jacque Vaughn is the reason Kyrie is out in Brooklyn.
It's upper man.
Who's that?
No, I said I don't think Jacque Vaughn is the reason Kyrie's out in Brooklyn. I think it's Joe Tsai. That's his name. That's the general manager.
The owner.
Oh, excuse me. There you go.
Yeah, think of his right?
I mean, I don't know.
Who's you?
We can agree to disagree. So let me ask you guys one question before we go. Boston Celtics 2023
Hold up.
NBA Finals champions, yes or no?
Wait, hold up. Matt never told us about the two. He was talking about the inside.
Purdue was number one. They lost. The guy was really good. I think it's going to come back around and go to the guy being the focal pretty soon.
I agree.
Probably about 10, 15 years from now.
Okay. One question for the road, guys. We appreciate y'all calling in the bench talk. Boston Celtics 2023 NBA champions, yes or no?
No.
Yes.
Okay, 50-50.
And I have my foam finger from like 1986 ready to go.
Oh, okay, we got you guys
Ready to go.
documented, so we'll be calling back and to just to see how the picks panned out. But we definitely appreciate you guys calling in the bench talk.
Thank you, Curly.
Thank you. We love.
We appreciate you guys so much, and like we said on the first episode, we don't have friends, we have family. We definitely appreciate you guys.
Thank
Anytime,
you.
man.
Take care.
All right.
Take care. Talk to you soon.
Well, I have a little bit of drink left.
Okay.
I'll drink that, and we'll take a shot before we leave together. Bench Talk episode 2. Love you guys.
Copy.
None but love. All love.
Exactly. So the Isaiah Thomas, like each segment, each episode will do an old school, new school comparison. But this one we're gonna like it because it's hot, it's trending. We want to talk about it. The Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan, the beef, or is it a beef? A lot of people who look at it now look at it as Isaiah Thomas being bitter. Why is he talking about something that happened 25 years ago? Let it go. Michael Jordan's the GOAT, arguably. Why is this even discussion? And I'll tell you why. The Dream Team, the 92 Dream Team, this will be on episode 3 for our old school, new school debate. I'm putting that out there now. Which Dream Team was better, 92 or the
Redeem Team?
Redeem Team?
Okay.
So that'll be episode 3. That's our old school, new school debate. I just put that in the air.
I'm gonna put it on the page. Y'all need to go to the page. We need to know which team was better. But go ahead, Vol.
You know where I stand with that. But anyway, Isaiah Thomas was arguably left off the best team, one of the best teams of all times. And because of what? Because of personal biases with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird. Isaiah Thomas made a comment about Magic Johnson prior to the championship game. He made a comment about Larry Bird, saying if Larry Bird was black, he'd be a regular basketball player. Or I don't know if Dennis Rodman made a comment, Isaiah Thomas took the heat.
Right.
And then Michael Jordan and the Pistons Bull beef was a consistent rivalry. And then Scottie Pippen added to it saying, and I love what Isaiah said, I'm okay with Mike having beef. I'm okay with Magic having beef. I'm okay with Larry Bird having beef. Scottie Pippen, man, go sit down. I mean, I feel like
sit your ass down.
And like Deion Sanders said, there's levels to everything. And I feel like a lot of times in this era, we just giving people a pass to say they're a Hall of Famers. No, you're not a Hall of Famer. You're very, very good. So there's levels. Isaiah Thomas sits in a room with Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, LeBron,
the elite.
Shaq. Yes. Scotty, you were great. I'm not saying you weren't great and Mike wouldn't have been as great without you, but you're not in that room. There's levels to everything.
Scotty's not in the upper room.
The upper room? No, he's not. He is not. Ask Claude.
Jesus fall.
No. So he's very, very good.
Scotty's not in the upper room.
You have all-stars, you have Hall of Famers. Right? So Scottie Pippen is an all-star. Scottie Pippen's Hall of Famer, but he's not an all-time great.
Yes, he is. Based off the top 50 players of all time, he was one of the players standing right next to Michael Jordan. If he didn't get that, why was he there? Jordan can't carry you there. You have to be one of the best to be.
I'm not talking about the top 50. I'm talking about the top 5 or 10.
Okay.
Oh, you talking? Okay.
Scotty disqualified.
Scotty's not in that room. And for you to voice to say you're not in the room to say if I could fuck you up, you can't tell somebody else, yo, I could beat him up. No, nigga, you can't fuck with me like it's levels. You can't you're not in that room.
Scotty can't move the velvet rope to decide who come in the VIP?
No, he don't go in the back door.
Oh, okay.
He with Mike. He get in with Mike.
But by himself, he not valid.
You saw it in Portland.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Stop me when I'm wrong.
He lost to Kobe and Shaq Lakers.
Yeah.
That went on to three-peat.
What has he done without Mike?
What has Jordan done without Scotty? They needed each other. Jordan is the alpha. Jordan is, of course, the number one.
Guys.
No one's going to take that from him.
Let's keep it Chicago, Detroit.
No, it is. But
let it go.
I mean, it has to be. Like, Scotty, they needed each other no matter what.
And I expect that from you from the time you started watching basketball, so you don't fully know. So I'll school you. Okay. So there's levels, bro. Like, Scotty's not an elite player. You think Scottie Pippen's an elite player?
An elite player?
Yes.
Can Scotty? Let me rephrase the question. Can Scottie Pippen stand alone and carry a team?
Is Scottie Pippen the top 10 player of all time in the room? Arguably.
Let me answer that one first. Jordan couldn't do it.
Jordan could do what?
Couldn't carry a team by himself.
Who could?
Did he win?
Who could?
But that's the question you asked. Can he stand alone?
Who could? He's the help. He's not the turkey. He's not the chicken. He's the mash. He's the sides. Like, chicken tastes better with macaroni and cheese.
I'm not trying to toot your horn.
Chicken tastes better with greens.
I'm not trying to toot your horn, but did LeBron do it?
What? Excuse me?
Stand alone. Excuse me.
Which one?
Stood alone.
Which one?
Stood alone.
Which one?
No. LeBron always
stood alone.
Which one? What championship did he stand alone in?
LeBron was always the best player on the championship
but
team.
He carried him there.
But he had a guy there next to him.
No one else has been able to carry anybody. So
nobody wins alone. Let me put that out there. Nobody wins by himself.
I'll put this. Hakeem won alone.
Hell no.
Did Isaiah Thomas have an all-time 50 player when he went back-to-back and beat Magic, Bird, and Jordan the same year?
Dennis
Rodman. Name another. Dennis Rodman?
Dennis Rodman.
I
wasn't born. He's on the list.
In his role.
He's on the list. You watch it live, so I'm going to give you the pass.
Agreed.
I'm going to give you a pass. Lambert. They had a championship team, but another guy, he didn't have nobody to go get a bucket.
You honestly think?
Nah, the microwave. Come on, man. Yes, like you said, there is levels to it. You may not be able to get in the room, but let's not disrespect those type of players that he had. Okay,
who?
The microwave Maguire. That dude was he was instant offense, right?
Microwave Maguire is two different people. Who you referring to?
Mark Aguirre, and we talking about Vinny Johnson.
He just beat a combo.
And you got Joe Dumars. And you got Dennis Rodman.
He's showing his age.
And you got John Sally.
He's showing his age. John Sally.
No, John Sally was a bum. I don't care nobody say John Sally was a bum.
Coach, I'm going to call you out. When you coach teams, you will go get a tall guy who can't chew and tie sneakers at the same time over a guy who could play. You love height. So don't miss me with that.
I love team chemistry.
Right. So if a guy is 6'10", but he don't know how to chew gum and tie his shoes.
All right, Ty, so let me rephrase. Right? Scottie Pippen is an all-star. He's a Hall of Famer. Right?
Right.
I say that. But I don't feel so like when we if we went to war with another country, certain people was in the war room. He's not in the war room. He's Mike's man. He don't have that level of glow.
Scottie Pippen's Alfred?
Yes. You don't go to the store and say, let me get fried rice before chicken wings. He is the mac and cheese, the greens. He's the side. He's the ultimate side.
But with that being said,
he makes it better.
Without Alfred, was Batman successful?
Not as successful, but he still would have been successful.
No. He needed Alfred.
Yes.
Alfred was the one that was in his ear.
And
Alfred was the one that made sure everything was put into place.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you get some chicken, but you got some mac and cheese and you put in the corner together and you bust it down, like, it tastes better together. But Scottie Pippen's not the chicken. He is the ultimate side.
Got you.
He is the ultimate side. He's not taking you to win a championship. What happened when Mike retired when they had those 2 years? What did he do? He sat out the side, he had a migraine.
It was one and a half.
Didn't he sit out the side because Kukoc got the last shot?
Scotty is ass. Scotty, if you watching this, you are a bitch. I just want to put that out there. You are ass. Talking about you got a headache, leaving Mike out there to drop. But go ahead. Continue.
We still got to respect the fact that when Jordan left, the Bulls had one full season without Jordan. He came back that following season halfway through. Scottie Pippen led that team to the East Conference Finals, and they lost to the New York Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks. And the Knicks went on to lose to Houston. So that says a lot as well. Scottie led that team to the East Conference Finals. Jordan put them over the hump. So it wasn't a big gap. It wasn't really huge. Like, Jordan was known before Scottie got there for his scoring accolades, the way that he played. But when he got there, he put Jordan over the hump too. Jordan was the closing guy. Scottie was right there to make sure everything was flowing. Scottie made sure everybody else was in rhythm. You saw the documentary. Everybody related to Scottie. Scottie was the one. Everybody needs
Scottie was the one that did what?
That related to the team.
So
Mike made sure everybody was on the same page. Not Jordan. Jordan was the ultimate talent.
I got a question.
Scottie was the one that made sure the team was all on the same page.
Do your thing.
So without Mike on that team, where were the Bulls?
He was conference finals.
Without Mike in that time?
90s? What are we talking about? 90s or 80s?
I'm talking about, six rings, right? Six rings, right?
No, when Mike retired after the 3 rings, the Bulls lost to the Knicks.
No. I want to go back. Let's take Mike off the first three-peat. And you got Scottie Pippen.
Oh, you lose in the first round. Maybe.
First round?
Yeah.
First round.
You lose to
the Cavs.
You lose in the Cavs. You lose to
Craig Elo and
Mark Price and Hot Rod Doherty. Yeah.
Okay.
But listen, they needed each other. Whatever percentage you want to break.
Disagree.
You want to break it down. If Mike is 80 and Scotty is 20 and Horace or is 5, however you want to do it. But let's get back on.
Let's get back on topic, because first and foremost, I don't care. Like we went way off topic, but I will say this: I don't care about their beef. They're both about to be in walkers, wheelchairs. Why y'all still beefing? Y'all haven't played a game of basketball in how many years? It's over.
That's Magic Johnson came out. And Magic is fake for that. And I love Magic. Magic's the best point.
Magic came out to him, maybe I could try to get the guys together.
Magic is mad fake. Magic is mad whack for that. And I love Magic. Magic's the best point guard of all time. Magic is so whack for that, because if that's your man, stand up for your man when it's time to stand up for your man. If my man is getting jumped, I'm not looking away. If my man is getting jumped, I'm fighting with my man. Magic is soft for not saying something when it mattered.
So
now you want to say something 25 years? Oh, y'all need to leave it alone. Fuck out of here, nigga. You're bugging. Like, you're soft for that, because when it was time, when Magic was in the war room,
yeah, Magic,
was Scotty in the war room?
Nah, Magic one of them.
My point.
Magic one of them ones.
Right.
Magic.
It was Magic, Mike, and Bird.
And Isaiah messed up the trajectory of the way it was supposed to go. Let me say this. What camera? Let me look in.
Mo, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
When they came down to it, say, yo, we about to go to Barcelona. The college kids not winning. We about to win this Olympics. Who was in the room?
Magic, Bird, Jordan.
What about the mac and cheese?
The mac and that's Isaiah. I mean, that's Scottie Pippen. That's John Stockton. That's those guys.
That's everybody else.
Right. That's when you get your pros or whatever. We talk about the dream team. But I want to say this to go back on topic of the debate between Mike and
Hold on, Mo. Was Scottie Pippen on the cover of Sports Illustrated?
I'm sure he made one.
No. The Dream Team cover, the '92 Dream Team. Who was on the cover?
Oh, that's Magic Bird. That's Magic Bird and Jordan.
Dogs.
My point. Know your role.
He did know his role.
No,
but without his role, Jordan won't be what he is.
The 3 top dogs. Everybody not a top dog. Niggas get seen in the room, but they not a top dog.
At the end of the day,
your role.
At the end of the day, it's about the beef.
Know your role.
We're gonna get back on topic because we can go all over. My whole thing is the beef is just, it should be over. It really should be.
Nope.
They tried to patch it up at the 2003 All-Star game.
Right. That's 20 years ago. That's crazy.
20 years ago when Isaiah Thomas was the coach of the Eastern Conference, and that was Jordan's last. He played as a player for the Wizards. They tried to shake hands, hug it out, whatever, but that was just staged. It was phony. But you're too old. It's like you're not competing for anything. You know, Isaiah Thomas is a legend. Like you said, he's in the war room. He's a commentator. He works for NBA TV. Jordan is an owner. Like, you trying to get your team together in Charlotte, which you haven't done in years. So the beef is just is corny. It really is.
As a man, you have to stand for something. Bro, you took me off the greatest team ever because you don't like me.
Let me say this.
But he still gets respect.
No, it's not the same.
Yo, because he wasn't a part of it. Everybody knows he's supposed to be there. Anybody that knew basketball around that time, they knew Isaiah should have been on the team.
It's not the same.
It's not the same because you wasn't there, but they know you should have been.
Well, why wasn't I?
So let's
Jordan. You said Jordan.
So
I don't got beef with you for that?
So let's talk about Mike, because Mike gets a golden pass and nobody identifies. No, this ain't nothing to do with LeBron. LeBron ain't got nothing to do with this. Michael Jordan, let me say this to the cameras. Michael Jordan played in the 80s and Michael Jordan played on the Wizards. He did not just play in the 90s when he three-peated. Michael Jordan played in the 80s, drafted 1984, and he played on the Wizards for 2 years. So let me point that out. In the 80s, who ran the NBA? Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas. There was a pecking order. You had to wait your turn. If you not one of those dudes, you don't win. Yes, Michael Jordan, you nice, but you not beating me. So Magic is winning.
Why you say Scottie Pippen?
Because Scottie Pippen, listen, because he's not one of those guys. So you got to wait your turn. Magic, Bird, Isaiah, those guys win. They win in the early 80s, mid 80s. The late 80s, the Pistons start winning. Michael Jordan, you might be the best player in the NBA, but you not skipping me on the line. So that's Isaiah Thomas's internal beef. And you playing in Chicago, where I'm from, where I'm that dude. So imagine we from New York, we get drafted to the NBA. We go play somewhere else. But it's a dude from somewhere else, they come to New York, and they the man. They nice, you can't deny it. But dude, you're not skipping me. I gotta wait my turn.
I still gotta give you a pass to come to
Magic and Larry been kicking my ass.
So I'm telling everybody in the town,
you gotta wait, bro.
But I'm telling everybody in the town, you good because of me. Don't mess with him.
Right, but you gotta wait. I know you the man, but you gotta wait. You not beating me. I kicked your ass 88. 89,
but that's just how
90.
Isaiah Thomas did it. He let it be known that, yeah, Michael Jordan's that dude. He's the best player in my opinion. But at the end of the day, like you said, it's a pecking order. And Isaiah Thomas was that guy. Like he was able to sneak in there and get a few. He wasn't supposed to get that.
Sneak. He beat Magic, he beat Bird, and he beat Jordan. He didn't sneak.
Because just like he said about himself and about Jordan, both of them, Detroit and Chicago, lost multiple times trying to get past the Celtics, obviously. But with that being said, when he got in, he won his two, right? And then Jordan was able to come in after that. Like, at that point, everybody done battled. It was very physical back then. Teams are different. So when you look at that also, yeah, Jordan, that first three-peat, he played 91. Was it 91? L.A.? 91, he played against the Lakers. That wasn't the same L.A. team, Showtime. That wasn't. Let's be real.
The Pistons were hurt.
Huh?
The Pistons were hurt.
Nobody was. That's what I'm saying. The 80s, it was crazy. And all
you're making it sound like, but I don't like when younger people say you're making it sound like the NBA was just WWF.
It was.
It was not.
It was worse.
It was not.
Parking lot brawls.
It was not.
It was parking lot brawls in the 80s.
It was not. It was not. The game was officiated different. It was more physical, but it wasn't.
They let them play.
It wasn't just football or wrestling.
You could have a gash in your head. Literally a gash in your head. Look at the ref like, ref, look what he did. Like, play on, man. Go ahead, stop crying. Get down the court.
Did you see the foul call? The Al Horford, Jaylen Brown 3-point shot. Did you see that?
When was this?
So look, this is my thing, right? I love the game of basketball. And I give credit, like, the game changed. Nothing stays the same forever.
Right.
Right? So I like the way the game is played now, right? I'm not discrediting the players now because I feel like they can do a lot more than players did in the 80s. They're multidimensional. They could do more things on the court, right? But at the same time, I don't feel the IQ level was the same, and I don't feel like the game was the same. It just wasn't. Like, and I feel like, okay, you guys are more gifted. You should be able to deal with some of the physicality of the game. That's a part of the game. It just wasn't football or wrestling like people make it sound. Like, I watched a game where Al Horford didn't even touch a guy, and he's getting 3 shots at the line. That's regular now. Imagine if Michael Jordan was officiated that game. Officiated that way.
That just happened to De'Aaron Fox, and he won the game.
I saw
Sacramento.
that. You like that?
No, I said that happens.
That part of the game needs to change.
I agree, because that was not a foul. But at the end of the day, it's all about the product, and we know that. We know what real basketball is. We know it's a business. Well, some of us know. Some of us know.
Real basketball, like, I love the purity of the game. Like, if you like, so it's like if you rap, but you a battleground rapper, does that mean you don't like rap because you like a different form of it? Like, I love the pure form of basketball. Like, I love that. I'm not like the business part of it. I get it, but that's not why I like basketball.
If you're a true fan of sports, like, obviously we highlight basketball, but in any sport, it doesn't matter. You know, it's about the business. Business comes first. Some people,
so
you
you
like
play
the
the
purity.
game?
You like the purity of the game, but that's not the way the game is now.
Do you play the game because when you're young, so you're gonna tell, so if you're talking to a room of kids, you're gonna tell a group of kids, I love the game because of the business, or because you love the game?
No, of course not. But
so
when they get to that level, it's totally different. They have to adapt because that's the money that they're being paid. Like, that's a whole nother topic. We got to get back.
Episode 3.
That can go to episode 3 because that's a whole nother topic.
Ja Morant and
the purity of the game.
All right, so while we're on that topic, right? How do you feel about? I love Ja Morant. Unbelievable talent. I love how his dad supported him. I love how he came from a mid-major college to excel to be one of the NBA best right now. Top 10, arguably top 10 right now, right? Okay. So, but there's this facade with Ja Morant where he's showing another side of. I mean, I don't know Ja Morant, so I can't speak personally. But there's this image where there's his friends at the game and they're pointing lasers at the game. And Ja Morant's going to the team buses after the game.
I think that overall, with the Ja Morant situation, he's going to end up being the modern-day Carmelo Anthony. What happened with Melo back in the day, with David Stern had to pull him to the side, like, listen, like, you know, the company that you keep, be careful.
You're bugging.
You know, you're bugging. You're representing the brand. This is the NBA, and that's the business.
Point
Episode
taken.
3.
Point taken. Point taken.
Right? So he was like, listen, like, you know, the company that you keep, the way y'all look, that look that you have, you know, you gotta tone it up. You gotta clean it up. You don't need to be around that. So Ja is in that place right now because now they're looking in on that. Like, you know, like he's highlighted for that. The image of the Memphis Grizzlies, the way they portray themselves. I mean, I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not, as far as like his entourage, whatever, that's different. But I'm talking about like the team. Like, he came over there, the guys, they doing dances, coming to the court, you know, all that stuff. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Now, if you're talking about him going to a bus and all that other stuff, and the Shannon Sharp thing, they have nothing to do with him. But when it comes to him and the entourage, you have to control that. You can't let an entourage mess up your career.
And my thing is this. You just signed a deal with Nike. Kyrie loses the deal with Nike, you signed a deal with Nike, right?
Major money.
So you're a mega star. Not everybody get a Nike. Not everybody get a Nike
signature shoe.
Point taken. Exactly, right? There's levels. You have to know, like, at the higher you go up, you can still have your mans, but everybody can't go everywhere. And back to my old point, everybody's not in every room. You could be my man, but you have to know, yo, bro, we're doing this right here. I got you. I'm coming down. Like just chill.
Right.
Just chill. Like, and I feel like John, his pops, I love him. I love the father-son dynamic. Great. Shout out to John Morant and his pops. But there comes a point when you have to know when to hit that pause button and just fall back. What you think, Mo?
I'm going to tell y'all the real. Ja's a bitch, and the niggas he rolling with is bitches. My man, dog, you on TV every day. You got a $200 million Nike deal. Got a $200 million NBA deal. You don't got to prove you tough to nobody, bro. He's on Twitter telling people who disagree with him, I got slugs for you. Like, what are you doing? And this is a product of people who was born who don't know what it is to not live without a cell phone or the internet era. Like, I'm old enough to know what it is to be outside, to use a house phone.
You had a sidekick?
I had a sidekick. People had to call my house phone. I had to unplug the house phone, the cord. You couldn't be on AOL and the house phone at the same time. So I'm kind of
yes, you had to plug in.
You couldn't be on AOL.
Y'all Napstar? Y'all that
Napstar,
Scorenex.
I'm all that era or whatever. I downloaded LimeWire.
Yeah.
I messed up my computer mad times with LimeWire. You know what I'm saying? So
Mama was upset with me with the laptop messing up the LimeWire.
Shout out to the late 80s, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to y'all.
So like, I kind of know, like I might go, like I got to go outside and meet my friend at the store. I'll call you on the phone. Like, I'll meet you here in 5 minutes or whatever. Right. these guys don't know what it's like to not be on social media or not know how to react. They don't know what it's like to be social. They're on social media, but they'll go outside and be like, not speak to somebody and be like, yo, I saw you. Like, they don't know how to speak to people. Right. Like, social interaction is at an all-time low, but it just, like, affects people differently. But Ja Morant as a basketball player is great, phenomenal, but you got to nip it in the bud. You got to know when and where people can come and where they can't go. And your father's at every game. That's your father's job. I'm going to say that as a parent. Like, listen, you can't be in this car. You can't do this because it affects you. It affects the main thing. So, Ja, get your shit together and play basketball.
Ja, you the product.
Ja's official, but we can go on for hours. We definitely go on for hours. This is an incredible show, a lot of emotion. Shout out to everybody who was in the live call-in. Shout out to S Street Media. Once again, make sure you follow us. We are Bench Talk _718 on Instagram. Facts. Like and subscribe. The YouTube channel, Bench Talk 718. Straight across. I'm your boy Ty. This is Mo to my right and to my left, the architect Vaughn. We thank you for joining in, and we'll be coming at you real soon. Peace.
It's that bench talk. It's that bench talk. We gon' watch that bench talk. It's that bench talk. Listen to that bench talk. It's that bench talk. I like that bench talk. I'm feeling like Curry when he had the three. I'm feeling like Ja. You can't guard me. Yeah, I'm a Grizzly. Stronger than Bane. We ain't the same. You more like Kawhi cause you never playing. I'm feeling like Giannis when he in the paint. I'm more like Embiid. I'm bringing the pain. Yeah, that bench talk. Playing like a starter, but we still go watch that bench talk. Big stepper on the court. Yeah, extra steps. I been walk. Euro step. Hero on the heat. I'm Spike Lee. At the garden. I'm gonna always have my seat at the bench talk. Kyrie with the handle. I dismantle you. Put up big numbers in New York like that boy Randall do. I'm KD or AD, yeah, either way we winning. Jason Tatum never miss a layup, great from the beginning. Yeah, that bench talk, it's that bench talk. We gon' listen to that bench talk, it's that bench talk. We gon' go and watch that bench talk, yeah, that bench talk, it's that bench talk, bench talk, it's that bench talk, bench talk, it's that bench talk, it's that bench talk, bench talk, it's that bench talk, it's that bench talk.
Yeah.